Hey, good evening, everybody. This is RealTalkChimp, playing on the PlayStation 4 and broadcasting live on YouTube, RealTalkChimp. Tonight we're playing Red Dead Redemption 2's Red Dead Online. And warning! Explicit content and language, as you just heard. RealTalkChimp has a very bad potty mouth. Doesn't play with anybody under 18 years old. Red Dead Online from Rockstar Games is a foul, dirty, stinking, rotten, no good son of a mother trucker of a video game. It's violent, it's bloody, it's destructive, and they use some of the worst foul language you could possibly this side of the Mississippi or the Rockies or your local 1899 truck stop. I don't know if they had those back then, but
the Sierra,
stop.
Whatever.
Right, the Sierra Madre. So, with that being said, you
he's here.
Have been warned.
Hey.
Hey, Zendaga.
Hey, you
Is your
caught
voice
it.
allowed to be shared there, sir?
I think so.
Okay. You have been warned.
I forgot about the time lag. It was Friday yesterday.
Well, yeah, because you asked me if why wasn't I on, and I'm at karaoke, so
Yeah.
I am not on those on Thursday nights. I am destroying my pipes with karaoke, and boy, did I destroy them. I uploaded 2 videos, and neither have gotten 1 view yet, so I think my karaoke days are over on YouTube. I pretty much should have guessed that, considering the last 2 songs didn't get past 10 viewers, so my karaoke days are done. What a shame.
I can't imagine doing karaoke. It would be has no appeal.
Right. Makes sense.
I did it one time actually in the US. Actually, I did I think it was a White Snake song.
Oh, which one?
Oh, I can't remember. It's only one White Snake song I know. It was quite a romantic one. I can't
Here we
remember.
go again.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Maybe.
It's either Still of the Night or that one usually.
That's usually the popular, right?
Yeah, those two.
Man,
One's
that was
romantic, one's
years
heavy
ago.
hitting.
It was quite the romantic one. It's quite a nice song, as I remember. So how are you guys? All right?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still waiting for the fixed election results?
Always fixed. Oh, there's still of the night. Here I go again. Give me all your love, crying in the rain.
No, I don't recognize any of them.
The deeper the love, judgment day. Fool for your loving, blind man. Stormbringer. Don't break my
I think it
heart.
must be that one.
It's got to be still of the night, or here I go again. Here I go again on my own. In the still of the night, I hear the dogs barking loud because the gate's open and the Rottweiler's running down the street. I don't know the lyrics, but hey.
Yeah.
And YouTube will probably hit me with a copyright strike just for uttering some false words.
So what songs do you sing on?
Hey, buddy.
Well, last night throat was kind of aching a little bit, so last night it was some Rupert Holmes, the Escape song, the Pina Colada song, and then I also you're not familiar with that one, huh?
No.
Oh, okay. That's
Is that the one? I like Pina Colada.
Yeah, yes. And Getting Caught in the Rain. That is that one exactly. Then the other one that was the first one I did. The second one I did was OPM is a band that was found by the Cottonmouth Kings, the Southern California skater punk type band. OPM, Heaven is a Half Pipe. What happens when you die and go to heaven? There better be skateboarding and dope smoking, because Jesus is going to pack my bong. So yeah. I figured that one would have got a little bit more attention, but sadly it hasn't even gotten 1 view yet. So, But also the bar was super loud last night, and it's very difficult to hear me. I'm screaming over the people in the bar, and they're getting louder as I start singing, so nobody fucking cares about karaoke. As long as there's booze, booze is all they want, so.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is, but I uploaded 2 songs. I sang If I Had $1 Million, with a buddy of mine from the Bare Naked Ladies, but we didn't record that one and destroyed that one pretty good. So I got one boot in the water. You know, I wish I could just walk up to the stream, stick my hand down into the water here and scoop some water and drink it. Why they couldn't add that to the game? How difficult would that have been to stick your hand in the water and bring it up to your lips and drink the water? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, when I was on Wednesday night and I turned myself into a deer, I was able to walk up to the water and press triangle, and he would bend down and start drinking the water, the deer. Why a human can't reach it? You know, that's the strangest thing. You can drink beer in this game, you can drink booze in this game, but they don't let you drink water in this game. What kind of survival game that you don't drink water, let alone urinate or take a shit? I get it. It's not Ark. It's not
Chimp.
DayZ.
Tell me when it's great. I'm gonna send you one.
Okay.
Okay.
So are you live streaming now?
I'm live streaming. I started at 8 o'clock, yeah. All right. Clicking on the invite. Join poker. It's Gray.
Okay.
And if we get some people on tonight, we'll do campfire stories. If we don't, then we'll just cruise about, you know. Real Talk Chimp, we got Periodic Fable, Zen Naga. And it's a Friday night. It's November 11th, 2022. Happy birthday, Marine Corps. And Veterans Day also in the United States. I don't know if it's around the world, but I know at least in the United States it's Veterans Day. So for all you veterans out there, Semper Fi, do or die. Stick a needle in your eye. No, wait, don't do that. Stick a needle in the enemy's eye. There you go. That's what I meant to say. I was on a roll.
Okay.
Was his
Should be
laptop
in
broken?
Valentine.
What happened to the laptop? It just totally stopped. I am unable to join. Failed to retrieve session details from the target player. Error 27180000.
Nah. Okay.
Fishy Swa. Fishy Swa. You didn't hear that. That was a mixture of Stouffer's pizza and an orange. Where am I? What is that over there? I see a light. I'm going over to investigate. Moonshine. Is it somebody's moonshine? No, it's a stable. It's somebody's stable. $10 as I go inside and the game crashes. What do you think? I go inside there and the game crashes? I better not. I really don't want the game to crash.
Check your player list.
Check my player list. I got a whole bunch of people, 19 people in here.
Okay. Let's try again. Blah blah.
Let's go. Lakota Ogala Sioux. Christmas Magic. I want to join that posse. The Quiet Kids. Las Vegas Mafia. That sounds lovely. Some daily challenges. 1 animal claw sold. 1 channel catfish caught. 3 cooked seasoned plumped bird. 3 player kills with a bow and showdowns. 3 player kills with a repeater and free roam events. 3 posse races completed. Oh, give me a fucking break. 1 time being drunk. I can knock that out right now. 1 time being drunk.
You knocked that out last night.
Last night I went to the bar. I don't drink anymore, so there was no getting drunk. I had 2 Coca-Colas that kept me awake all the way to noon today. This gin's not doing anything. Let's see. There we go. 1 time. 1 of 1 times being drunk. Got my 10 nuggets. We are good to go there. Complete. Let's see what else we can do. So let's go out and cook some plump bird. Find a place I can set up a wilderness camp. My guy's running awfully strange. Oh, because I guess I'm a little inebriated. Let's see what daily challenges. Let's see what we got for naturalist. 2 blending tonics crafted or used. Legendary animals found. Okay, legendary animals. Photographs. Same shit as the last 5 days in a row. Moonshiner. Okay, collector. 3 coins, 3 fossils, 3 lost jewelry. Trader. 6 perfect carcasses. 1 resupply. Resupply missions completed. Bounty hunter. Okay, what else? Cooked seasoned plump bird. Let's see if we can do that. Cooked seasoned plump bird.
You want to do that first before I send the next one?
Yeah, let me do that. Still trying to get my laptop to open here. I see somebody sending messages, but I'm not sure whom or what, because I got to get the laptop to cooperate. Plump bird. Plump. Here's plump bird. Cook 3 of them. Let's go. Let's see if I can do all 3 at one shot. Okay, stow. There we go. All done. 200 XP. Let's get out of here. Oh, nope. Let's fast travel. Nope, I want to fast travel. Rest by fire. Got a posse rolling up on me, so I'm going to fast travel on out. Let's see, we'll head to camp. Shots fired. Fuck off.
Is they shot?
They don't think they shot at me. I think they shot somewhere off in the distance, but doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm heading to camp, so, and then at least from there you can do your due diligence there. What are you playing right now, Zen? What game was that?
No, I'm actually on Red Dead. I'm just making a note of what collectibles I need.
Here.
Where did you just send me there, Crips? Down on the Dakota River.
There it goes.
Pretty south of Window Rock. Okay. You sent it? All right, hang on. Let
Yeah.
me go. I see it.
Second attempt.
All right, invite. Join poker. And we're gray. All right, OneDrive isn't signed in. I don't have OneDrive. You can piss off. I watched an interesting movie. It came out in 2013 with Sam Rockwell as the lead. It was called One Simple Shot. It was free on the YouTube movies, where he's a poacher out there in somewhere in Hillbillyville, and he gets himself into some serious trouble. And it's a sad movie. It's a scary movie. It's got ghosties in it, but yeah. All right, now we can hop on this doohicker thing and see who typed to me here. Bounty Hunter Raccoon. Man, I can't sleep. So I'm gonna chill with Chimp the Pimp. Yeah, baby.
Looks like it worked. Second try.
Did it work?
Looks like it.
Okay.
They still
Well,
ain't
let's
sorted
see.
out this. They still ain't sorted out this horse and wagon thing, have they?
Send me and Zen
Howdy.
invite.
All right. Let me see where I'm at. Players 0. Okay. Nearby players. Let's go Katazuska Kakatuki. And let's go Periodic Fable. And let's go Zanaga. Was Peckerwood on?
He was on earlier. I saw him online.
Let's see if I sent it to Peckerwood. Anybody else? Michael Knight's playing Modern Warfare. I think that's about it. Our camp and properties. Can we move this up to back up to let's see, size and location. Large camp. I am in the Grizzlies, so let's put it in the Heartlands for a moment. Let's try it again. Large camp. We want to go up to the Grizzlies. Grizzlies. Okay, now let's see where you put it this time. Map. No, you still fucking put me right across over there. How was that up in the Grizzlies where I wanted in Wapiti, you dirty, stinking whore? No love. There will never be any love in my life here. No love at all. I don't care about your stupid antivirus. Piss off. Go away. There we go.
Hey, Pecker.
I got a pecker for you. Oh, wait a minute. Please. Like and SUV.
I can't join your posse for some reason.
Okay, give me just a minute. Please like and subscribe to RealTalkChimp. Real Talk Chimp. And we'll pin this up. Pin message. Did you pin it? You pinned it. Okay. Alright, he can't join the posse. Let's take a look on why. Posse members.
You look hot today,
Pecker.
periodic.
What's that?
You look hot in that outfit.
Pecker's able to join. Katsuzuki Tuki Laka Muka Taka Wookie. Alright, do we know if a Valentine's coming on tonight or not?
We don't know.
Alright, Valentine, we're going to kick you from the posse for now so we can get a Zen Naga in here. Okay, now let's go over to invite a Zen Naga. So let's go invite to posse. Zen Naga. You're in too many posses. I can't even click on your name.
Really?
It must be because I can't even click on your name. Let's see. There's no Peckerwood in here though. I mean, he's not in our server. Are you playing with Lost Boy?
No, I mean that was just.
Oh, okay.
That's about to join. It just looks like they're playing the timer.
Oh, okay.
Try again.
But I wanted to just leave things out, but
Right.
And Chimp, before going the train route or anything, just give me a chance to stand down so I can hold the server.
I got it. Let's see if I can cook on any of these fire pits here. Here we go. Cook. See if I can make 2 blending tonics. Even though Harriet's not that far from here. Can I make a blending tonic? Let's see. Blending. Animal reviver. Not looking good for the home team. Okay, so no, I can't make any blending tonics. So I'm going to head over to Harriet. Head over to map. Let's see. Where are you at, Harriet's off to my left. Right here. Right here. Okay. What was that, Bounty Hunter? Let's see. She looks charming, Miss Fable, dashing and elegant.
Thanks, Bounty.
Right? With that big old scar on our face here. Let me go into first person so you can see this. Wait, first person. She's a living dead doll. Let's see. Go. Crazy scar right there. Blah! That is frightening. Oh, with that grin, too. Look at that grin. Oh, that is scary. How do you do that? Is it just, does it on its own, right?
Yeah, I'm not doing anything.
Look at that stare. Look at that stare. Does she have eye makeup on, or why are her eyes so dark? Like around her eyes? Is she wearing a mask or something?
Makeup. No, there's no mask.
Oh my God. Can you tilt your head up? Those clavicles are like you have no meat on your body. Look how your clavicles stick out like that. You see the clavicles? Those are above the breastages, below the neck. The clavicles are like you made her super skinny, right?
Just petite. Look at the arms. They're not like...
They're thin.
Skinny. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Just a
gloves.
petite girl.
I like this side holster right here. Look at that. That's metal work on there. Or is that stitching? No, that's stitching, right? The X's that are on the side of the next to the below the filigree and stuff on that. She's got a big old long barrel on that with pearl handles Damn.
Open to interpretation. Maybe it's stitching, maybe it's steel.
It's steel, right? Yeah. What's on the other holster? Is it the same holster or is it... It's a different kit. Yeah, it's a different kit. You have 2 Navy revolvers?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Maybe her makeup got wet. It's entirely possible. We'll throw her in the water and see if she floats. She's a witch! A witch! Sorry. Oh, that's right. Horsey. Let's find a horsey. Horsey's over here. Horsey's out in the stable. Come on, horse. Let's get our horsey over here. We'll go pick up a Fable, and we'll head over to Harriet. Alright. Let's feed us a horsey first. Let's give her a beet. Give her a beet to chew on. There you go. How am I looking for food? I look like I'm pretty good here. Okay. Alright. Zen, any luck?
About. Yeah, I'm in now.
Oh, you're able to join? There you are. Okay. Alright. Okay. You know what? Just for shits and giggles. Oh, it's not going to let me do it. There we go. Now I feel better. Sorry. Excuse me. It's first day with a new horse. Wow, these... Yeah, it's weird. So you're right, Fable. That old Turtle Beach and the new Turtle Beach. The old Turtle Beach, I can... Oh, there's a legendary. No, it's not a legendary. It's a downed animal right here. I got to mercy kill it. Oh, I'm so sorry there, Padawan. Sorry I had to murder you. Skinned a white-tailed deer. Okay. I assume we're going to find a... I thought we were going to find an arrowhead in this thing, but... didn't seem to come up. No? Huh. Okay. Weird. There was an arrow sticking out of it, but I didn't seem to get an arrowhead, though. Thought it was a legendary right there, but... maybe I probably have too many arrowheads, and it wouldn't give it to me, so... Whoa! I'm sorry, what did you just say?
You're a goddamn joke.
I'm a goddamn joke. Oh, no, you better hit that... Oh, how did you not hit that thing? Sir? Yeah, sure. Let's get a pecker in here. Pecker. Pecker. Invite the pecker. Invite Katsuka.
I didn't put makeup on her, Bounty. It was just eyeliner.
Oh, we got a moonshine thing over here we can go hit first. Let's go hit the moonshiner thing here. Oh, don't tell me this is a cliff. Okay, good. Where's that moonshiner thing? It's over here. Oh, it's one of these? Okay. Let's drop back here.
One of those.
Yeah, I want to take it. I want to take it because I can always get points. Let's see if I can... oh, I didn't grab any good weapons here, but that's fine.
Stealth?
Stealth, yeah, let's try to go stealth.
Okay, I'll just be behind this rock so you can try it.
Let's try it here. What?
They saw you.
Well, no, they didn't see me. The arrow missed, even though it was red.
Hey,
I'm getting white on it.
They look cutting.
That's 2 arrows that got white. Oh, the horse got in the way. There we go.
What did I
lost a
just
lot
walk
of arrows.
into? I'll save you guys.
Oh, behind the bushes.
Of love.
Oh.
Oh! I put him right into the spikes. Hey, daily challenges. 1 of 2 Moonshine Bootlegger missions. So it said loot somewhere. Where did it say loot? There it is right here. What kind of hats do we got? Any good hats on here? Just no. This dude didn't. Oh, he's catching fire right now. Damn it. Alright, any more X's around here? You're carrying the max amount. Let's take a look and see what we got here. We got a moonshine, and we got a gold pocket watch. Regular cartridges, moonshine, some cocaine.
Check out Cuddy's
Let me take a look at the Lucuddy. Where's the Lucuddy? I don't see a Lucuddy.
He's got one of those plume hats.
Are you a Three Musketeer?
I'm a hippie.
Oh, you're a hippie. You're a naturalist. You made John Lennon looking critter of a thing.
John Lennon. I like John Lennon. He was a cool guy.
Right? Nice. I have to clean some weapons is what I have to do. No, I don't have to clean any weapons. What this weapon? It says clean, but actually let's take a look at it again. And it's got some mud on it. That's about it. Clean this thing up here. You got a $62 bounty? I mean, not really, but I mean, I am, but take it. Who do you have it on? Oh, you're the bounty? Yeah. I'll grab it. Where are you?
He's in the posse.
Oh, that's gonna be trouble. $62. Yeah, you'll get the oh, I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Let's eat some yarrow. Stop it. Don't make me call Walito. I'll have to call a lost boy. Can I take this wagon? Oh, I can take this wagon. Hey, it's got potatoes in it. Yeah, let's see where we can take this. Oh, that's right. We were heading over to the lady over here, Harriet, to get some blending tonic. I mean, you want to get all your naturalist stuff now while this sale is going on, because otherwise this shit's super expensive. Oh, a little deer over there. Okay. Oh God. Not able to drive very well. The sound is so awkward in this game. Very, very frustrating.
Zomboid.
A zomboy. A zombie! Zombie!
Did you watch my video?
The Black Ops?
No, the one my short video.
There's a
It's the one that says goodbye to Red Dead 2.
Oh, and so tell us the reason behind the buy. Yeah.
Because I got tired, but like I thought I could like get a mountain wagon first before I actually then my string cut off for me. Like, it said like
Where is
last
it?
day of like it said last day.
Oh, there it is.
Like
Oh,
last
it's
day
over
of
here.
what I did
Yeah.
too. And like I tried to get the bandwagon, like enough money to get bandwagon, just to play it long enough. But got the bandwagon.
Oh,
She won't go down.
Oh, yeah, I got mauled by a legendary Owiza bear.
She doesn't want to go down.
Oh, I got murder-fied.
So
Why didn't he go to sleep?
He wanted to kill a
It's
chimp,
tougher.
apparently.
my girlfriend broke up this morning.
Your girlfriend broke up with you this morning?
Yeah.
All over the money that her sister stole or some shit?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I want
Trying to
money.
sedate it.
She
Oh,
broke
right,
up with me because of
sorry.
money. She broke me over money, not because I was cheating
Just
on
not
her.
cooperating.
Not
Sorry.
because I was cheating on her, not because like she found a guy. She broke me because of money.
She broke up with you because of money. It's the
Yeah.
story of all our lives, man. Who's skinning it? I don't think I need it. I think I already have an Owiza
I
bear.
posted it, like I posted
Well,
what
no,
she
here.
said on my community tab.
Yeah.
So
Well,
everyone knows
again, online, type of shit like
Oh,
that.
sorry, Pecker.
Oh, apparently I don't have the Owiza bear because it just updated my. You want to put it on that horse or here? Who are you? You want this?
Look at my community tab.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He's level 1,000. He doesn't care.
That's actually true. I already level 1,000. My God,
Are you streaming?
there's literally nothing left to do in the game when you're level 1,000, is there?
Here,
Are you streaming?
Griefing. Yeah, I'm streaming, bro.
put on my horse so that I can ride. And,
Oh, okay. Where's your horse?
right behind you.
Okay.
No, I gotta
Nope,
think
stop
what
moving,
game
horse.
I gotta think what game I need to do.
You're playing Minecraft, I thought.
That's only on Sundays and Thursdays.
Oh.
I need like a little, like
Back over here is hunted. Peckerwood is wanted, dead or alive. Well, we're in a private lobby, so nobody's coming after you.
Just the AI.
Yeah, we'll do whatever you want, bro. I'm not worried. I'm heading over to Harriet, so. Okay. Whoa. Wait, what? What is this right here?
I sedated a buck.
Oh, all right. Let me go get a doohicker from it. A sample, I mean. Okay. You want me to revive it, or do you want me to let it go?
You can revive it if you want. I don't have a reviver on me. That's why I left it there.
Oh, okay.
oh, I did.
There you go, buddy.
Aww. See you later.
There we go. Maximum doohicker again. All right. They let you out of jail as why? And rot for a little while, right? And play the harmonica or something like that. No! What is
Clothesline.
what is happening? What this freaking oh, coachies, I'm so sorry. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking down at the laptop there. Clotheslined. Let's try this again here. Oh, we got wounded a little bit. All right.
When you get a chance, check the community tab.
Come on, kid witters, come snuggle.
So what you sing yesterday, like
I went to karaoke. I uploaded 2 karaoke songs, but I haven't gotten any views.
Something
So
over here.
apparently, apparently nobody
What
really
is that?
cares about the whole karaoke thing anymore. Hey, listen, you keep it to yourself. Maybe we can work together again. What? All right. It's really loud in the bar too, so. I need to buy blending ton.
for the rest of them.
I haven't killed anybody, lady. Don't spray me. I didn't kill anybody.
That's pretty good.
She sprayed me.
I gotta think what's gonna play Red Dead.
Right.
I can't do Royale 2. I can't do Royale because no one has that game, and it's a co-op game. I don't think my fan has that game.
Right. I don't have God of War. Do you have the new God of War?
Nope.
Do you have Modern Warfare 2?
Nope.
I don't know. What else came out that's new? Sonic. There's a Sonic. Yeah, there's a Sonic game that came out.
Unless it's free.
Oh, I hear another bear.
Unless there are any demo games I could try out.
Right. Are you on the PlayStation 5 or 4?
I'm in 4.
I don't think there's really any games coming out for the 4. I heard a grizzly bear, but I don't see it. Grizzly bear. I still want to stand down a grizzly bear.
I hear wolves.
Look what he did. You hear wolves?
Yeah, I'm in the woods. I hear wolves.
I see a bunch of elks running.
I have daylight.
Oh, there they are. Okay. Wolves.
Where's Looketty at? Let's see.
Back there.
Whew. Alright. Got it sedated. Oh, another wolf.
No, that's Peckerwood, so I ran the wrong direction.
No toil.
Bad wolf.
I could do my no toil game.
What game is that? What about Super, what was that Super VR game you had?
If you think I'll forgive you that quickly, you've got another
Okay.
Shut up, woman. Fine.
Dated wolves.
There's the horse.
My sim game?
I got some sedated wolves over here if you're interested.
Yeah, I am. I just got to figure out where you're at. Give me a second. Let's see. Where's Looketty? Over here? No. Oh yeah, Looketty's right here. Okay, let me go over to Looketty and we'll get some wolves so we can get some samples. Oh my God! What? Who put a fucking horse here? I'm so sorry. Come back here. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I think I'm crashing into that freaking. Where did that horse come from? That's Zen's horse. Alright, coming over there.
You never watch.
Yeah, something red. Wolf! Come here, Wolf.
That's one of them. They woke up.
Here, follow us over here. No, you don't get to attack me. Oh, let's look, two more. Right, come on, guys. Stop running.
Hey.
Fall over. There you go. She fell over here.
Ah.
Oh!
I could probably do it.
Gray wolf sample. Alright, let's run over here and try to... Come on, go to sleep. Go to sleepy little baby. There you go. Let's go get your girlfriend over here.
Excuse me. Oh my gosh.
That sounded like you were about to hurl.
I am partaking in the bubbly tonight.
Nice. Should I revive this one?
Sure.
See who he attacks first?
I need to learn to make Reviver. I need to learn to make it. To make Reviver and revive animals all the time.
You didn't learn... well, it takes a lot to make it, which kind of sucks because you need a bunch of samples to be able to... let's see here. You want to be revived, buddy? Oh, I can't revive you. It has been sampled and cannot be scanned. Oh, you kicked it and murdered it? Oh. Hey, kid. Come on. Kid, your butt's in my face, bro. I have never tried kicking wolves before. It won't let me slap your horse. I'm about to vomit on a horse, if that helps. All right, let's see. What do we? Why is my horse freaking out? Is it because of the wolf right there? Okay. Let's go up over here and see. It's got to be nighttime. It was just beautifully daytime. Now you got to make it nighttime. I can't see where I'm going. I'm just trying to go up. I hear a piggy. Alright, I'm about to vomit on a cat, so we're just going to take a moment here. See if I have any blending tonic. Oh, God. Kid, I'm going to throw up on you, pal. I only have one blending tonic. So I need a second blending tonic.
No, I don't. No, they're probably good to try out.
What's that?
The Harry Potter game. It's supposed to be a new Harry
Oh,
Potter
is it out? Is it already out now?
I think so, but I think it's on the PS5 or something.
Yes, sir. Oh, that's entirely possible. I mean, I'm type 1 diabetic, so it's entirely possible. My eyes are really messed up from diabetes and years of smoking and debauchery and living in 1899. So,
It's called Hogwarts Legends.
well, I think it's aliens, bro. I'm gonna say it's from aliens.
Giving
From
a heads up.
You're saying that all the COVID shots were botched? You said. I only took Moderna. Those are the shots that I had. Aliens?
Alright, comes out. This game comes out. This game's like it's
Wow. Scary.
I like those conspiracies. Those are awesome.
I think the scariest thing is how the media and the news and everyone sort of obligated people. Don't do it, you don't get a job, you don't get money, you don't get this, you don't get that. It's socially unacceptable. And
You know, wouldn't it be cool if Peckerwood had his voice allowed to be shared so you all could hear him? But you never will. So there. Right, where the hell am I going? What is... My stream got erased? I don't remember that happening. When did that happen, Fable?
It might be before I came. I
didn't know Peckerwood before you got here.
I think you did.
You're saying that one of my streams got erased because you were talking about COVID? Are you sure it was me or somebody else? Why didn't I ever get a warning for that?
Not been used to.
It's kind of speculation. When your streams got erased.
The only streams I had that got erased were because I got YouTube violations for playing songs. Now I'm going to go through all my streams and try to figure it out. Because everything's dated on here. Let's take a look here.
That might have been YouTube.
COVID can eat a dick. The government sucks balls. Hurry up. Ban, ban, ban. Ban. Freedom of speech doesn't exist in the United States. I'm waiting for it. Should go off any moment now, right?
That might have been YouTube. That might have been YouTube.
COVID was a lie.
I got a sedated grizzly bear over here.
He has a sedated gorilla over there.
For the vaccine? Yeah, I have.
Peckerwood, Peckerwood, start talking about conspiracy. I want to see if I can hear you on my stream.
That's the biggest push for conspiracy.
No, Peckerwood can't be heard. His voice isn't allowed to be shared. So it's only you. Yeah, your voice is not allowed to be shared. So we can't hear you.
Can you share it?
Well, yeah, I just listened to the stream back, and all I can hear is Fable, myself, and Zen Naga. Although he hasn't spoken in a little while. Haven't heard Lakati yet, but yeah.
I'm listening.
But no Peckerwood. Peckerwood doesn't have his... Oh, God. Voice. Oh, what are we getting shot at? I don't think I'm above the law, but I'm not sure why you're shooting at me. I don't know if you're censored, but you don't have your voice allowed to be shared.
Well, he just means your PS4 or PS5 is set to not allowed to be shared, Pecker. The settings. Yeah, just if you want to share it, just go into the party and look on the right column. Are you on PS4? Yeah, it's pretty easy. Wait, let me see.
I'm about to die. You're right, sir.
It's under party audio settings, and you just, where it says allow your voice to be shared, you just put always allow. There's only two choices, always allow and, what was the other one?
Do not?
Do not allow, yeah. It's probably on do not allow, so you switch it over to the other one. Always allow.
Yep. There was nobody around me to med me. I gotta get some weapons.
Oh, I died too because I wasn't looking.
Destroy the moonshine still.
Monislav, are you still binging? Or can you get on here?
Or are you purging?
I meant God of War.
Oh. What the fuck is that animal over there?
Hey, do you see that picture I showed you about the game?
I'm not looking at the game at the moment to see anything.
No, cause I show you when it comes out. It comes out on the 7.3. It comes out like February 10th, 2023.
party audio settings in the, when you go to the party screen. Yeah. Go in that, and then there should be one where
What's
you
that,
put it
zombie?
to always.
I thought buy that game.
Which one?
The new Harry Potter game.
Oh, the new. It hasn't come out yet.
No, it doesn't come out until like.
Yeah.
Until, like,
Change it to always allow.
Now I exist.
Okay, you should be able to hear him now. Sorry, zombie. I think Peckerwood should be heard now.
Yeah. Well, what do you want to talk about?
Being Australian in a white man's world.
How about how often do you see a child, a baby, with hydrosyphilis and enlarged cranium?
I don't actively go and look for it if that's what you're asking.
I walk and I swear the first two baby boys I seen had that enlarged cranium. That's caused by vaccines. How about how often are you just say to McDonald's or something shitty like that? And there's fucking stupid autistic kids that can't talk, but they walk up and take your drink or something.
Have never had that happen to me.
I've had it. I've had it happen.
Like why we celebrate Thanksgiving?
Well, that explosion in autism is all from vaccines.
Oh.
So let's see if we get fucking canceled for this now.
I don't see why I should, but
The white man killed the damn American.
Because they want you to be pro-vaccine.
Who wants me to be pro-vaccine?
Whoever's
money and,
in charge.
And they really want a lot of people dead before they reset the economy, right? No.
I want to hear more. Zen, your 2 cents?
Because we got too many men.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's this is just beyond weird, really. I mean, I think it shows that, how... I mean, everyone here likes freedom of speech, do what you want to do, but I think with the COVID thing, it set a whole new precedent about how your media and things like that can cause people to conform, And you're no longer a news channel. It's like, akin to Chairman Mao, really, and things like that.
There you go. Yeah, to me, even if it was a false crisis, anytime there is a crisis, everybody shows their true colors. That was the first thing I noticed.
Well, it's just it's, to me, like in everything in life, they call it the 1%, but I think it's probably 0.01%. Like 99% of people conform, and it's like the woke thing, with I don't want to get controversial because I know you're not American, and I know women can have babies over there now, but it just shows that emotion is taken over logic. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just foobar.
Yeah, I'm with him.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. I mean, like CNN. I mean, what is it? Reruns of cartoons or Scooby-Doo or whatever get more people listening, but obviously the people that are listening are the ones with the fingers on the trigger with Twitter, and whatever. I think that's scary, man.
The woke Twitter folk.
Yeah, I mean, again, I must admit I've never been part of Twitter. And I thought when Elon Musk was going to take it over, I thought, all right, I might join this, because my missus does it for academic shit. And I thought, I'm going to join this. And then, I don't know, man, it seems to have gone up. That seems to have gone weird as well now, Twitter as well, with Elon Musk. I think he's, I don't think that was the best decision he's ever made. That's probably, sending a car to Mars was probably more wise than that. But you have to remember, you lot are in the States. We're in the rest of the world. I mean,
But you had COVID there too, didn't you?
Yeah, but no, I'm not saying. Yeah, you had COVID. Well, it started in China, didn't it? I mean,
man, it is so stupid out here, man.
No, but I mean, what I'm saying is, you're a massive
influence.
You're a massive influence on what goes on in the world, and it's just like, I mean, now you've got, you know, multinationals that have more power than actually sovereignty in many countries. And
oh shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's right at the core of the problem right there. He said.
Well, I think also that, and the weapons and things like that.
No!
Become part of GDP for many countries. I mean, you're a massive influence on what goes on in the world because of the mighty dollar. But I don't know, man. It seems like nobody can control anything. I mean, you've got. I don't want to get into the controversy. From what I saw, there was plenty of evidence. I'm not really a fan of Trump, but from what I saw, with all the stuff going on with sworn affidavits, people risking their careers, and that, there was a lot of evidence to support that the man in the bunker that never came out. I mean, I'd see the Trump rallies with like, I don't know, a couple of hundred cars, and I remember seeing one Biden rally had 3 cars. He stayed in his bunker, and yet miraculously, he had like more 80 million odd vote, whatever it was. I don't know, man. I mean, you lot can't overthrow you've got guns and that over there to supposedly to be able to overthrow dictator governments, but all you're doing is killing each other over there. It's just
weird. We got lots
man.
of TV. We got lots of drugs. So until you get rid of the TV and all the meth, like.
Well, American TV is, you know, I have to say, as a European, it's like brain dead as far. For the most, don't get me wrong, you have brilliant directors over there. You know, you've had like David Lynch and you know, and that guy who did, I can't remember his name now, the one that did about a Hollywood movie recently. You got some great, but they're all like independent filmmakers now. But most of what comes out of America, I mean, to be honest, it's done more than anything to turn me off TV, to be honest.
I was a hobo at some point for a couple of years. Really? Yeah. Like by my own, basically my own will, I was a hobo, and it was fun. But I've never watched TV. So when I
it's interesting. Like when
after a while,
you say the word hobo.
After all that time,
you say the word hobo. It sounds very romantic. In England, we would call that a tramp, which is a down and out. You know, or not down and out, but someone that chooses to, and it has a more of a negative connotation. So, what did you jump on trains and things like that?
No, maybe I always wanted to, but I didn't do that. I just hung around and slept like on the streets.
Which part of America? Which part of America was your hobo in?
The worst.
Where?
I lived there. Utah, Ogden. It's just a mess town. It's a shitty.
You're in Ogden, Utah, Picker?
Yeah, I am. And I hate it.
So, what was it like being a hobo? How did you food and things like that? How did you do that?
One of them. Well, I sold weed a little bit, but I didn't make much. It was like the extra money went to shitty burgers and just I scratched around. Man. I was a hobo, but I was mostly a hobo for fun. But the point was, when I unhoboed,
was it fun?
I got in front of a TV. I couldn't stand it. I didn't realize until then how bad TV really was. It wasn't just like insulting your intelligence. It was something spiritual too, man. Like it made me sick. Like I could sense the what's the word? Like it's like animosity. It's like malice. I sensed the malice behind whoever was bringing me TV, right? Yeah. The hatred for mankind behind it.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen it before. Just because
it's definitely a spiritual problem with the world. I 100% agree with you with that. Yeah. It's like music. Like I remember one quote by a famous conductor. He said, "Music is the greatest evidence of God." But now, music is definitely not in his hands no more. You know.
Right. Yeah, I'm right with you, man. Oh my God, my phone makes that noise too, and I hate it.
It's a stupid alarm. Yeah, I'll probably get hit with a YouTube thing.
Oh shit, we got the same phone.
I have an LG phone.
Yep. Yeah.
That it's going to expire. It's going to expire January 1st.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
You know, I have a phone. And I never
like the Keith Moon from The
it.
Who and Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys. This is true. Well, when it
Everywhere
comes to...
I go, I see people on the phone in restaurants with families. Everyone's on the phone. I've got an old iPhone, one of my wife's cast-offs, and I never use the phone. Never ever. The only phone calls I get are from the wife saying, "I'm on my way home. Where are you?" Or whatever.
Watch that last step. It's a doozy there, Fable.
Okay.
I took a step and completely missed. Oh, yeah, that one right there. Oh, God. So, other than Hawkwind, what are some of the other bands that you played with, Zen?
No, I haven't. I didn't play with Hawkwind. I played with musicians. A musician from Hawkwind. Just musicians, really. Nothing. Mostly did my own thing, really. Just with people I knew. Not people you would know. Not people who were famous, but brilliant musicians.
Name a few.
You wouldn't know them.
How do you know?
You wouldn't know them. Well, because they never had record contracts. They were just like a guitarist called Nung is his name. I do some stuff with him even now, but you wouldn't know them. You wouldn't know them as they're not from famous bands. The only person from a famous band was say Paul Howes from Hawkwind, but he was like the guy you knew. He was a keyboard player, but they go through them, don't they?
Yeah.
But I asked you guys the other day what album you would recommend, and I tell you an album I would recommend to everybody. It's one of those albums, if you put it on, I think I may have mentioned this to you before, Champ, but the album that puts it on, it's one of those things you can put on in the morning, it's going to wake you up, it's a caffeine edge to it, but it's just an absolutely awesome list. 3 musicians, 2 of them from Gong, and the drummer, I'm not sure where he's from, but the album is called UFOasis. UFO, like Oasis, Oasis, one word.
Oh,
and the band is Here and Now. And,
I accidentally killed it. Sorry.
If you ever want to listen to an album that, hearing something new is rare, but to hear an album that's going to blow you away, because music, there's not much in music blows me away these days. In fact, nothing. But if you want to be blown away, UFOasis. And you can't even see it on YouTube. There's the odd track on there, and there's some live stuff of them which doesn't sound good. But the actual album, UFOasis, if any of you guys want to be blown away with some music, that album there, I promise you. And if you don't like it, I'll buy it off you, because that's how sure I am about
I didn't say that.
UFOasis, like Oasis with UF, like UFO. And Oasis, but with one O in the middle. UFOasis by Here and Now.
By Here and Now.
Yeah, actually, I used some of their equipment at the Elephant and Castle in London. We was doing some stuff in the practicing for whatever, I can't remember, a gig or whatever. And there was some of their stuff there at Here and Now, so I was using their stuff. It's just speakers and that, not guitars or anything. UFOasis, Here and Now. I absolutely promise you, there's not a bad track on it, and it'll blow you away. It'll blow you away.
I would love to be able to play some of it, but can't do anything anymore with music.
No, privately you can.
Oh, no, yeah, I get it.
I opened up something on YouTube that says Here and Now.
Yeah, there's nothing on YouTube for some reason. You might find the odd track there where someone's done a video to it who's listened to it, but they are very much like, if you don't know, they're not no mainstream or anything like that. They're just like, if you don't know, you don't know.
There's a hideout.
This has been up for 13 years. Yeah, I'm gonna actually use that.
What genre of music is that?
You know, I really hate to put labels on music. You know, I would say, well, if you know what gong is like an acid band in the 60s, like
okay.
Psychedelic.
No, I got killed instantly.
Psychedelic, okay.
Yeah, kind of psychedelic, but again, you see, when you put a label on it, you suddenly make it, because words are in black and the paper's white, you suddenly make everything black and white, and I would say they're just unique in what they do. They're absolutely phenomenal musicians, and yeah, they're just brilliant. Psychedelic rock, I suppose you would say, if you want to label it. But it's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful, beautiful
I just found the thing on YouTube myself. Download it.
What, Here and Now?
Yeah.
What's the name of the track?
U for Oasis.
Oh yeah, there is. I think there is. That's probably the title track. It's just a great album. It's just a fantastic album.
You know what I listen to in my car? The music of Red Dead Redemption.
Now that's a good album. There's some lovely tunes on that.
I have a lot more than this soundtrack. I found like all the music in this game. I even have that shit. I even have Night Folk. These some of these Red Dead tracks are like, one of them's almost 2 hours long. And it's just like wanted music when you're in trouble with Western music. I like it. I like that it's 2 hours long. Night Folk shit, that goes on for like 50 minutes.
Yeah, I remember playing the original Red Dead game in Arthur, just riding along to the line and so on.
We're at the,
in the snow.
Yeah, doing a hideout.
How do we get separated so far?
Pekka and me were dealing with a moonshine thing down here on the Big Valley, and then everyone disappeared.
So hard to snack crows. I'm actually going to end up playing Black Flag.
So you were a hobo for 2 years, right?
Yeah, but I wasn't always sleeping out. However, I did kind of have to sleep out sometimes in the coldest part of the winter.
A hobo that sold weed.
Yeah.
In Utah.
A little bit, you know. I didn't do that real heavy. But I'll still smoke it.
I don't touch it no more. But I think if I was a hobo smoking, I don't think I'd be out selling it. I think I would have smoked it all.
Yeah, I was a little extra for meals. Cheap and shitty meals.
Fable, come over here and stand on these red boxes.
I lived in Seattle.
Why?
Shit, I met a guy on weed.
Oh! Holy shit, I got blown out the door. Why? Because usually Michael's here and I never mind. Tell me about UFOs, Peckerwood. When was the last time you saw a UFO?
I can't quite comment on UFOs.
Why not? You work for the government?
Hey, check out the face.
I always said if I see a UFO, I'm gonna try to be smart enough to realize it's just government, like test shit, you know.
No, I
check out the face in the
You
sunlight.
think there's real
after
UFOs? I mean, I'm not saying there ain't.
I've seen.
Oh my god!
I've seen 5 or 6.
Oh my god! Look at that.
5 or 6. I've seen 3, what I would say were UFOs, and 5 or 6 strange phenomena in the sky. But one time, Pekka, when I was 8 or 9 years old, I was with my sister. She had to go and get some homework. My mum's German. She keeps very strict. We went out in the dusk, and we came back a couple of hours later. We went to a friend's house to pick up her homework. Her friend wasn't home. Her house was only about 10 minutes away, but we were very late coming home. We turned into the park, and over to the left was just like you would imagine a UFO to look. It was humming, and it was there. It was floating off the ground. It was about, 30 feet off the ground and the width of a football field away. That was the first time I ever saw one. So that was no government thing then, for sure. Yeah, I saw it, If I didn't see it, I wouldn't believe it. It's like ghosts and things like that. If people say, even with UFOs, when people say to it, I just think now there's probably a logical, like you, there's a logical reason behind it, because people want to see that shit. But, actually, and another thing was here in Bangkok as well. I was sitting out on the balcony one night, and the planes come over for one of the airports here, but they come from a certain direction, and there were some lights on from what I thought was a plane. It was a balmy night, and there was not really much in the way of clouds, and there was no wind. The clouds were just sort of static, and I was watching the lights behind this cloud, expecting this thing to come through, and then I saw this. It was like a ball, and it had a cloud around it, and then the whole thing just moved off to the left. But the interesting thing was, like, if you can imagine like arrowheads, like on Red Dead, while this ball was there, it wasn't visible, but you could see it through this cloud, and suddenly from the whole of the perimeter, arrows just shot out. Probably, I don't know, about 12, 20, I really don't know. But they shot out, and then it moved off to the left and went out of sight. And it's like, always, you think, why didn't I get my phone out and film it? I actually got the wife out, so I said, look, what is this? And we was watching it for ages. And it just like, it was a round sphere, and suddenly these arrows sort of shot out from it, like arrowheads, but, you could just make out through the cloud. It was rather opaque, and then the whole thing just floated off to the left. But there's two of the, what I would say, unidentified flying objects. They call them a different thing now. But another thing, Pekka would, I would say another thing though. I think spirits and UFOs and whatever, I think there's a link. It's like, I remember writing a song once, and I did some research about EB, extraterrestrial biological entity, that apparently the American government had at the time. And one of the interesting things is about DNA. You have the male DNA, but with a female, you have a mitochondrial DNA. And the mitochondrial DNA is what you can trace the ancestry back. So the men have it when they're born, but they lose it. But it's a female DNA that stays prevalent. And this EB that they had was, I can't remember, it was 92% human DNA would have been mitochondrial DNA. So I think there's a link. I mean, again, if you go back in history, I know that we write history now and we think we know it all. But if you go back in history and look at Greek mythology, it's all about crossbreeding the Minotaur, mermaids, so on and so forth. And on one of the videos I did for something else, there was a hand they found in the desert. You hear about these lizard people, and these, like, I think it was the Sumerians. They were the first ones to start writing history, and they would talk about these gods that would live for these giants or these gods that would live for 35,000 years, and they had these lizard people. You know, it starts going in the realms of what the hell's going on. But the interesting thing about this hand was where with a finger we have 3 sections to the finger. With the one they found in the desert, it had 4 sections and was much bigger than a human hand. And the thing about giants and things like that as well is you have to remember that prior to the flood, the carbon factor was different. Everything was bigger. There was a guy who did an experiment about that, produced a sort of carbon factor that would have existed then, had 2 identical fishes in the tank, and one just grew ginormous. So I think there's a link between... I think it's like the hobo said. I think everything's spiritual, and everything's an attack on spirituality. I mean, at the end of the day, like I said the other day, we're the only creature in the history of this planet who has a spine 90 degrees to the Earth. All right, that's my soapbox. I'm off now.
Now I want to hear more. Gosh darn it!
The Anunnaki.
Yeah, tell me about the Anunnaki.
The Anunnaki.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not an expert. I just know what I know. I just know what I know.
What do you know?
Nothing. Well, I'll tell you what I know. I'll tell you what I know. There's one thing that I can tell you 100% that I know. It's like with technology. I learned this because I studied as an engineer. And what I learned is for everything, every problem that arises, every answer creates 2 more questions. Like, for example, men in the past would go, just as a crude example, men in the past would go to the toilet, dig a hole in the ground. And with society building up, obviously, you need toilets. So you can invent a toilet that you could sit on or squat on in Asia and go to the toilet. So then it creates 2 problems. How do you get the water to the toilet? And then how do you get the water away from the toilet? And then when you're dealing with how do you get the water away from the toilet, it creates 2 more problems. So the only thing that I know in my life is that I don't know more than I know. For everything you know, there's 2 things you don't know. So, and remember, knowledge was not a blessing. Knowledge was a curse, not a blessing. I mean, the knowledge that's used got people to take COVID jabs. I mean, knowledge is dangerous.
Yeah, the technotronic age is just scary. You know, to me.
Well, it just makes the fingers have a far greater reach in controlling people's thinking and controlling people's lives and controlling everything. It is what it is, you know.
It is what it is.
It's the greatest time to live, man. It's kind of poopy.
It is what it is. But I mean, you know, this is America. Like I said to you, you're America. You have the greatest influence on the world. And you lot are all succumbed to being controlled. So we got no chance in the rest of the world. No chance.
Well, such things
I mean, I have a question for you guys. I've got a question, because this is a question I don't know the answer to. What do politicians actually do for mankind?
Other than grub and greed?
Other than tax and get their
it's the same as the
Pelosi
police.
bonuses.
When they
Pardon?
started it, it was used to be a use for police, right? But now they just show up and kill somebody, you know, they don't help you when you're in trouble.
Well,
but it started out
that's still an American thing.
It started out that we used to elect people, you know, for a reason. Now we don't even know if we're actually electing them or not.
Nah, they're electing themselves. And they got the technology to do it.
I don't know why our local officials have an unlimited timeline. Like, they can never be voted away.
Because they write the rules.
Yeah, and they're getting paid really well, right?
Yeah, they write the rules.
Well, let's see if I can get this bear to come. Yeah, I want to try to get him to come over here.
I mean, it's an entirely different America. Let's take the Jeffersonian era.
Come on, bear.
Are you aware that when Thomas Jefferson
was
president, there was zero tax
on the
American people?
Come on, bear.
And during the time of zero tax, all our greatest cities were built.
Oh my God.
Come on, bear.
Well, I think tax just pays for the screw-ups that governments do. I mean, it's like the banking crisis in Iceland. They're chucked in prison in America. They got their bonuses.
Well, the thousands of agents, hired people that have to get paid to do nothing.
No shit! No! No, you get off the table! Get off the table! No! Oh.
And that's the thing about art. It promotes free thinking. So, and I come back to what you said before. It is a spiritual thing, and taking control of the music is just people's minds are in chains now. I mean, we're all expressing the things, and I don't think we're alone in what we feel. But I think it's like wokeness, Everyone with half a brain knows it's a load of baloney, but nobody's going to speak out of it because they don't want to be hated for it and vilified and victimized, and they just don't say nothing. I mean, it's like racism, it's like this thing about racism in America, to me, like, it don't matter what the colour of your skin is, it's who you are. I'm not going to like you because there's a law that says you're black. If you're a nice guy, or white, or yellow, or green, or whatever. If you're a nice person, you're a nice person. That's it, really.
You know what? I've always heard about racism, but I haven't seen it in my life.
Yeah.
I grew up in Utah, and I'd be at junior high school. There'd be 1 or 2 black people in the whole school. I never saw anyone do shit to them mean, say shit or do anything. I'd be in this podunk fucking town in the middle of I'm from the one black kid there. Everybody just kissing his ass, totally kissing his ass. So I've never seen racism like in my life. The only time I've seen it is just like stupid gibbering mad hobos, but not the ones like me, but like the negative kind of people, calling my wife a nigger. Because my wife is black.
But
me and my wife, we laugh at racist shit. It's not a concern we have.
But the thing is, like, if there must be somewhere racist people.
Yeah, somewhere. That's right.
Japan will never accept anyone that's not Japanese. Is that racism, or is that culture, or what is it? But the thing is, like, for me.
Yeah, it goes back to I forgot his damn name.
But to me, like,
I think the term was xenophobia. I think that was a term.
Possibly. That's maybe another word for it. But the thing is, for me, if I met someone who was racist, it's your gig, man. Whatever floats your boat. It ain't going to bother me. I'm probably not going to become friends with him or things like that. So I don't really care. If someone wants to be racist, be racist. I don't care. Everyone's on their own trip.
Are a mixed race couple. We just laugh at racist jokes and racist shit, Unless it's like truly aimed at us, but then that really never happens. There's just like some homeless bitch walking down the street yelling at everybody. That's the only time we really encounter that.
But you always get crazy people, and there's more and more crazy people that are homeless.
Only the crazy fringe, the lunatic fringe, like ever gives us something racist. That's it.
Well, we all have that. We all have that crazy gene inside us. We all have that crazy gene inside. I mean, some people might consider it crazy to become a hobo. We all have that gene inside us. Yeah. It's just, it is what it is.
I needed to cut loose. At the time, I really did.
Yeah. It is what it is. But with your politics, it's like, well, that's another thing. Like the Democrats go on about, like, they're the thing for the black voters, and yet they were the ones that didn't want to abolish slavery. They were the ones that started the Ku Klux Klan. It's just...
Yeah, I've heard of that stuff.
Duh.
Sounds about right. I remember hearing a quote from Lyndon B. Johnson. He said, "I'll have these niggers voting Democrat for 100 years."
Yeah.
And that, he was...
Who's that, Joe Biden, or...?
No, LBJ.
Oh, okay.
Lyndon B. Johnson. If you remember the Kennedy...
You sure it weren't Joe Biden? You sure it weren't Joe Biden?
After that. The vice president, Lyndon B. Johnson.
I'm jesting with you.
Has a reputation as a...
Are you sure it wasn't Joe Biden? Who's in charge there? Because obviously Joe Biden ain't. He don't even know what day of the week it is. So who's in charge there?
Well, you said it, the multinational...
That's hidden.
You know?
Who's this script writer? Is it that bunny rap? The Easter Bunny.
Hey,
Champ. It's the Easter Bunny.
Hey, Champ. I'm Champ. Hey, Champ.
I think
Anyone want to do Lake Isabella? What's Lake Isabella?
A lake near here.
I think there's a very demonic link to controlling the powers that be. A very demonic link. But if you don't believe in demons or God,
well, I've been aware of that for a while, you know. Yeah.
It's north of here.
It's like
What's in Lake Isabella?
It was like someone the other day was talking about religion, you know, like religion has become an organized thing. You become part of a sect, is your religion. But the word religion just means your own personal belief system, your own relationship with God, good or bad, whatever. But that's what a religion is, your personal belief system. And, you know, we can see from...
Where's the chimp?
I'm riding, I don't know where I'm going. Where am I going, Fable? I'm going to Gus. Going to Gus.
Gus.
Do you still have the...
You're an interesting guy, because you somehow got the chimp to shut up.
I'm listening to you guys. I want to listen to you guys.
No, this is for the first time.
It's because, yeah, he wants you guys to share thoughts.
Yeah, I want to hear your thoughts. It's always me when I do streams. Always me. I want to hear what you guys have to, you know.
Yeah, I've probably got the FBI watching you now, or CIA, or whoever it is.
Yeah, CNN is in charge of America now. Can't even tell.
The Clinton News Network?
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, you know, the Clinton
right-wing radio here, folks.
Glass-Steagall. It made it possible to do all the Wall Street crimes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Banks rule.
You still have that skin on you, Fable? On your horse?
I should. Let me call it.
Call your horse in.
Yeah, after Clinton, after they abolished, or
excellent quality.
not abolished, you know, God, I know that word. I just said it, didn't I? Well, they got rid of Glass versus Steagall, made it legal to cheat on Wall Street.
What? It's gone. What the heck?
But that meant they had to reorganize the economy, I think, and then the next thing to follow was huge corporate mergers, huge ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everything.
And it's interesting when
the repeal of Glass-Steagall.
Yeah, and when COVID hit, you know, and these multinational conglomerate were not able to supply the food. I mean, suddenly you realised how fragile it all is. You know, all the local, what would have been suppliers and buyers and whatever, they no longer exist. They control everything, and suddenly they couldn't cope. Yeah, man, we're eating chemicals. Yeah, it is what it is. You know, what can you do? What can you do?
Yeah, no, we need a new planet.
It's like my wife; she's a Buddhist, and family's Buddhists, and obviously, and so they don't actually believe in a God as such. And but I always say to them, "No God, no hope."
Good choice.
Yeah. I do have that feeling it's so bad that without some kind of good shepherd, we're lost, man.
But I'll tell you something really interesting, actually. Way back.
One knows. We can't even say how fucked it is, dude. We can talk about it, but we still don't know. It's always way more fucked than you think. Just like thought the COVID-19 vaccine was giving people like reversing their immunity, like having AIDS and doing other stuff. I still didn't know how bad it was. I still didn't know about how bad the blood clots were, putting cadavers and pulling out basically snakes.
I learned about that listening to you guys. I didn't know anything about it.
I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, but that's an example of it really is worse than we can even express here today. I mean, the world could be starving in a few months. That's how bad it is. Then again,
I think about 50% of the world it is like that now. Even in Japan,
yeah, it already is, right?
People can't afford rice, even in an affluent country like Japan.
They can't?
No, there's
some people can't.
Yeah, like they think that for single parent mothers, for some reason, I don't know how they fit onto the social network, but they're now can't even afford even rice now. They're just eating smaller and smaller amounts and things like that. And Japan's got a problem because it is, I wouldn't say racist, but it has got this cultural thing that if you're not Japanese, I mean, and yeah, they're no longer having babies, they're no longer getting married. You know,
right. Yeah.
Everyone's living in cyberspace now.
Their birth rate's declining.
Yeah, rapidly. Well, that's true. That's true of a lot of places in Europe as well. I mean, a lot of places in Italy, these villages now just sit empty. That's true everywhere. It is what it is, though. What can you do?
Do you consider yourself living in a free country, Zen Naga? Oh my.
Pardon?
Sorry, I just crashed into a tree. Do you consider yourself living in a free country?
No, not at all.
Is he in Thailand?
But, I mean,
there's human trafficking there, right?
Yeah, he's in Thailand, where I'm from.
Yeah, freedom is a relative thing, you know. I mean, no one can jump out the window and fly. I mean, freedom is not anarchy. Freedom has limits. You know, you are freedom. It's like a bird in a cage. It's free within that cage. A bird that flies free, it's free to the mountains. It's freedom is a relative, or I don't know, relative or subjective.
We're all bound by our karma anyway, right? Either way.
Well, karma, that's a different thing altogether, you know. I mean, in the West, you know, they call it karma in the East, but in the West, you just say you reap what you sow, you know. You make bad choices, you're not happy. It's like Dalai Lama, he says, you know, about the key to happiness is just making happy choices. I mean, it's like Champ, he's in a wheelchair. Well, okay, he could get bitter and twisted about that all his life, or you just accept it. You have to find happiness. The interesting thing about happiness, it's like goodness and kindness and love. They're not qualities that you have, like blood. They're energies that pass through. They're not something you find happiness and it's something you can keep in a box. Giving is better than receiving, so showing kindness to others makes you happy, as an example. So it's like a spiritual thing, if you like, happiness, love, and things like that. They're things that you experience, and they're things that are self-sacrificing, that give you that reward of doing something for someone else, showing goodness, showing kindness. But there's nobody good, and there's nobody bad. Even Adolf Hitler, Pol Pot, they're not bad, they're not evil people. It's like a boat. Evil is left in the wake. No one's good, no one's evil, no one's kind, no one is. They're just things you do. They're an energy that passes through. That's what I think. That's what I feel, not think. That's what I feel. I mean, it's like here talking to us. We're all sort of like we've got a little clique going, and we all agree on, you know, about that's right and that's wrong and that's right and that's wrong. And I think that's what it is about. You know, if you surround yourself with people like that, it's like if someone's a racist. You know, do you want to go for a beer? No, I'm good. But you know, another thing to think about as well, another thought out there. If you ever thought about this, everything you know, whether it's quantum, whether you know it to a great extent or a little bit, whether E equals MC squares, Democrats, corruption, infinity, God, Buddhism, Christian, everything, hamburgers, beef burgers, vaccines, everything, the whole universe exists in your head. It's quite a mind-blowing thought, really. The whole universe.
Oh, yeah,
it's like God. It's like God.
Your eyes don't see; they just catch the light, and your brain interprets it.
Well, that's however we compute information. But the thing is, the whole universe exists in your head, and when you no longer exist, that universe, the infinite amount of universes, everyone's universe is different. That universe no longer exists. And if you think about it with God, you know, if you die and you just go back to worm fodder, whatever, God no longer exists. It's in his interests, if there is a God, that people exist. You can't just have everyone die and their little world exist. That's a very lonely existence in itself.
The rumor has always been he's there to catch you. But we'll
Pardon?
see. The rumor is that he's there to catch you after you die, but we'll see, right?
I've never heard that rumor. I've never heard that rumor.
It's another way of saying that, you know, your soul goes someplace.
Well, you know, you say the soul, but the soul comes from a Hebrew word called nephesh, which is translated into Greek, and Greek as an immortal soul, as a soul that's flying about separate to the body. But actually the word soul, the difference between a dead body and a live body is that the live body has oxygen and it's working. And that's what, if you go back to the root of the word soul, that's what it means. It just means a living, breathing being. That's what the word actually means. I know it's with Greek mythology and the influence on Christianity 2,000 years ago, suddenly it means everything. But if you think about it as well, about belief systems, the first lie that was told to Adam and Eve was that you won't die. But they did. And every religion, you see, and ultimately we like to know everything. We want to get to the moon. We want to do all this shit. We want to know everything. Knowledge is the thing that drives us. We ate off the tree of knowledge. But if you think about...
hang on a second, Zen. Hang on just a second.
Yeah.
Hey, Dr. Lucutti, I need to have your 2 cents. I haven't heard from you in well over an hour and a half, so I want to get your input on what their discussion is.
Yeah, I've just been listening and fascinated. My immediate input is I can tell you in the Latin language that the word for air, like breathing, like breath, and soul are the same. I mean, it's the same word. Animus means breath and soul.
There you go. I mean, ultimately, the one thing, the biggest mystery, and I'll shut up after this and hand over the microphone, but the biggest mystery, we like to know everything, and ultimately, the one thing we can't control is death. So we've created organized religions that tell you when you don't die you're going to get reincarnated, when you don't die you're going to go to heaven, when you die this is going to happen. It's just like our way of controlling death and belief systems, and people are easily to believe and things like that. But the first lie was that you won't die. So religion to me is just like a way, you know, it's just a way for us to sort of try and logicize, if you like, something so that we have peace of mind about it, so it don't matter, I can go, like, you know, I'll just repent about it afterwards, I'll be alright. It's like a David Bowie song from Space Oddity, when the woman goes into the shop and she does some shoplifting, she says, God knows I'm good, God knows I'm good, surely God will look the other way. And then she gets caught going out the shop having shoplifted, and then it's suddenly God knows I'm good, God knows I'm good, surely God won't look the other way, type thing, you know. Anyway, I'll hand over the microphone to Champ, and you can invite.
Now I want to hear from Dr. Lucutti what he thinks about the topic, several topics of conversations.
Well, there's a lot to unpack there, and I don't remember everything entirely, but I like the alien bit, that's for sure.
Let's hear about your alien content.
As far as spirituality, man, it'll remain mysterious as long as we can't light actually is.
Well, I mean, I've never personally had an experience with the extraterrestrials or UFOs or anything myself.
Have you ever heard of the experiments where they tried to light was a wave or a particle? All they found light is elusive about what it is. It'll show you one thing, later it'll show you another. It doesn't want to be figured out.
It will add greatly to my studies.
Light?
Light itself, yeah, light itself doesn't want you to understand it.
Huh.
Is it a particle or a wave? They still can't tell because it acts like both at the times. Like once it's one, it shows you the other. I can't remember the details of the experiment, but that's kind of...
You won't make any new
Oh yeah, I'm not familiar with
like
that.
light itself seemed intelligent and private. Yeah. I don't know, look it up.
A trade.
Eventually, I know with light, I remember seeing something that's kind of cool. Not exactly what you're talking about, but something cool once where a couple of guys used a high-definition computer to slow it down light, like to the point of like it took hours, but they did a laser pointer on a water bottle and then slowed it down so they could see light actually moving, and it was kind of weird, kind of trippy.
Yeah.
But,
everything's energy, right?
yeah, but we still can't define energy.
I know I know when I've got a lack of it, so I think I can define it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. One of the things to wonder sometimes, like, how did the Earth begin? Like, how did all that start? How did life begin? I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
When it comes to spirituality, I think one person I know who has a clue about the afterlife is actually my wife. When she became asthmatic,
I keep hearing
she started having her afterlife experiences. One time I even had to reach back and hit her on the back as hard as I could to make her start breathing again. And she was no longer having asthma at that point. She just looked at me and said, I was having the heaven dream again. You know, 'cause she's just walking around in heaven.
See you soon, I hope.
Yeah.
Again,
and then also since then she has been able to hear a guiding voice, a benevolent guiding voice that helps her. She doesn't always understand it. I mean, she tells me sometimes it even uses large words that she doesn't know, but I do. No, I actually I could tell you some of them, but I kind of refrain. I've just scratched the surface of what my wife
life is an individual trip, right?
Yeah. Yeah, my wife, we didn't get married. Like, I didn't meet her till my 30s. So in my life, I kind of couldn't meet a woman that was worth it until I was 30. So.
Wow, yeah. If you're a hobo, that's going to be very difficult.
That was way before that, though. That was way before. You know, the girls in Seattle were real nice, but I still couldn't like hook up with someone who I belonged with. I don't know.
I thought the Beach Boys said it was California girls that were nice, not Seattle. Well, there's not.
That's West Coast. Near West Coast.
All right.
Yeah, I remember having a frustration in college about that because I wanted to meet a girl to get involved with at church. So I was going to church like crazy and trying to do things the right way, but all I met were girls that wanted to find a guy that was like Jesus.
That's scary.
And yeah, it was like, you know, the unrealistic expectations. Yeah, it was unrealistic expectations. They wanted a guy who was perfect in every way and Jesus-like and had no faults. And it's like, that's, you know,
drag your ass to church. You won't have no choice,
crazy
dude.
Bar. Yeah. That was a crazy bar. A bar that no guy can hit.
Fable, what kind of girls were you
sure
looking for?
Looking.
Say what?
What kind of girls were you looking for?
I don't swing that way.
Oh, my bad. Fable, what do you think about the babble they speak of?
I don't know.
You don't think about any of that?
No, I do, but I don't know.
The conversation never ends.
Yeah, it never ends.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a lot to unpack there. It's a lot of topics that have come up.
I don't know enough about the light. You know, the particles and energy.
Light goes blink, blink, and what we see is reflections of light on stuff. So that's kind of cool.
Pecker, when you said fixed karma, did that have anything to do with, you know, like Indian astrology, where each person has a range that they can't get out of in their life?
Nah, just karma, how it's commonly thought of. You know.
Okay.
That there's cycles within our lives. Things you do come back somehow, that's all.
What goes around comes around, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, the whole world is governed by that. It's also called justice. You know? In particle theory, we can't explain what a particle is made of. We just know that there's positive energy. In other words, whatever it is spinning one way, and then outside the things going around are spinning a different way. But they equalize each other out. So really, each atom amounts to zero. So in other words, maybe nothing exists because whatever exists has to have its equal and opposite counterpart to exist, down to the atom, if there is such thing as an atom.
And if you look at the universe, I mean, even the Earth flying through, the sun flying through the universe, and all the planets in its wake, everything seems to be about vortexes. Maybe that's true of life as well. Everything's like a vortex. Our sun is hurtling through space at a phenomenal speed, and we're all going around and around in its wake, and the galaxy spirals, and I mean, it's like the word infinite. We say the universe is infinite, and it's like, oh, okay, we can handle that. But the concept of infinity is just like, would make your brain explode, But we say, oh, it's infinite. Oh,
I used to think about that shit, and what I found out is if you come anywhere even close to understanding infinity, suddenly you don't. Your flesh shrieks in terror and will not.
Whoa, that's creepy.
Well, that's why I liked. It
terrifies your
writing.
flesh to consider infinity in any real way.
That's why I liked writing. Like my father was a painter. That's why I liked music, because you can express something in a song or even in a painting, and then you can walk away from it. It's quite a heavy trip at the time, but then you walk away from it and you think, don't need to go there no more. Unless you're writing like Justin Bieber songs or Beach Boys songs, in which case you don't go there anyway.
Justin Bieber ended up with fucked up. He got the COVID shot.
Whatever.
You ever heard that? You haven't seen that?
I don't know. I want to know about it.
Look on the net. Look for images of him after
yeah, but who told us that we should be getting? Who told us that we should be getting the COVID shots? Who was that? Was that Biden?
Farsi, wasn't it? It was Farsi, wasn't it? He was advising the government, and he was. I don't know, man. Who indeed? Who indeed?
You did mention huge corporate.
But who originally said that we should take those things?
Oh, I think the pharmaceuticals saw a massive opportunity there.
The evening news.
Come and save me, Chimp.
Where are you?
Their sponsors are pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah.
Help me, Chimp.
I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy in America that you make all these drugs, and yet people can go across the border to Canada and get them cheaper. A drug that's made in America.
Yep.
In fact, to be honest, it's crazy that you don't have a free. It's crazy you don't have a free medical system there, But with a military budget that's...
Oh, okay. I just had to figure out where you were.
Yeah, with your military budget that's which is more than the world's combined, I mean... Yeah, I understand it. But nobody ever talks about the military budget over there.
Yeah.
You just talk about commies or terrorists.
Well, they talk about all the people on welfare leeching off the government, and then that, even that is tiny. Actually,
let me ask you guys a question here. Do you consider us all as collateral to the world? Like, we don't exist. We exist to ourselves, we assume. But the reality is, to our government, to our nation, to the other people around us, we're just collateral. Because we can't stop, say, North Korea or Russia or China or us nuking all of us and killing all of us.
Yeah, but that's the same. That's the same propaganda about everyone having a COVID jab.
So it's propaganda.
It's like China is considered the enemy. I lived in China for about 3 years, and I really enjoyed it. I mean,
just because it's communist, but for the same thing, I don't think they're the enemy. At least I don't know, but I mean, are they?
I lived in Xinjiang, but Xinjiang has certainly changed since I've lived there now with the Uyghurs and that. It's certainly changed.
I just need a bear. I don't know if you're looking for bears?
No. I was just going to see if I can. I guess I can't pull it into the water, but I can't pull it into the water. I'm just cruising around. I got no agenda out here. It's finally daytime. Finally, I just want to just cruise around and look at the scenery. Really, you know.
Let's go sedate a heroic thingy.
What's the heroic thingy?
Or let's go sedate a legendary animal or something.
Oh yeah. I was going to start a legendary mission, but I didn't know if there was any particular one you wanted me to do. With the Harriet that's out here. I mean, here.
Any of them are worth it. It'll be a fun adventure.
All right, let me go back to Harriet, and I'll start a legendary mission. We'll just hope it doesn't crash.
You mean like a free roam one, or the one of those in the...
we could do a free roam one, if we can find them. If we keep riding around. That's what I'm hoping.
Stand down just in case. Yeah.
Right. Either we go to Harriet... Well, if it glitches, I'd have to remake the whole stream anyway. And if that's the case, I won't even... I'll wait till it hits 10 and then I'll finish the stream, you know. But if we can find just the randoms that are around, then yeah, let's just go look for legendaries around the map.
Okay, I'll come rejoin you in a minute then once I...
Okay. It's finally daytime here, and I'm just cruising around the forest, you know, whatever happens, happens kind of thing. Kind of like fate.
You gotta like look in your book and see what kind of conditions they come out to.
Right.
Like foggy or rain or
what. So going back to the previous discussion, so here's the thing, my observation, or my little 2 cents on it, is my whole life people have always shared these fascinating stories about how they've experienced directly supernatural phenomena and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm almost 40 now, and I've never once seen or heard anything like that, like ever. Like, so I don't know. I just it's one of those things where I just kind of reign cynical on because I haven't actually seen or experienced it for myself.
You haven't let yourself be open enough to experience. What about your wife or your kids?
No. I mean, I tried when I was younger to open myself up to find out or experience that stuff, but it never happened. Just
some people said they have to take drugs in order to get these feelings to happen, but I don't think that's a requirement.
Drugs is given too much credit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I get something spiritual out of marijuana.
It's great when you're young, but when you get older, you just lose your memory and your eyesight. I'll tell you what, though. I mean, this might sound strange. Whoever said just now about not seeing anything. There's been 5 times that I've seen strange things in the sky, and most people don't see a UFO in their life. Most people don't see a ghost, but I've actually encountered both, which is why I say there must be a link. And I'll throw this one out there, and you don't have to believe me, it don't really matter. But when I was a kid, when I was about 2 or 3, I woke up one night, and there was all these monks around the bed, not Buddhist monks, but like the Western monk with the habits. And everything was shades of grey, and they didn't have a face. And I just remember sitting up in bed, seeing them all around my bed, and crying. And I didn't know, maybe the house was built on something or something like that. But when I was about 22, I went to bed and I saw them again. But this time they had sort of like colours, different colours, not vibrant, but different colours. And I saw them again. And one actually turned my face and went to sleep. Now, these are not the only 2 supernatural experiences. I've had many in Buddhist temples here in Thailand. But I just put it out there that, you know, like you say, many people don't experience it.
You had some kind of angelic visitation.
You say angelic. I don't know. You know, that would be. You know, I wouldn't describe it as that.
Could be demonic.
Well, it could be anything. I don't know. I don't know.
Could be a figment of your imagination. Could be a brain. Could be a stroke.
No, definitely. It definitely wasn't that, because in that same house, when I was small, I guess as I say, my mother was very strict, and I guess I was scared to wet the bed. So every night I would go to the toilet, and I couldn't reach the light switch on the landing, but when you walked into the bathroom, there's a string pull. And every night, until I either managed to sleep through the night, every night when I went to the toilet, there's a long stairway down the middle opposite the bathroom downstairs, and every night I would see this man look around and appear up the stairs to me. And I remember the first time seeing it, I was scared, and then it just got never there when I came out of the bathroom. And it wasn't my father, because he wasn't as big as my father, but it was a very clear shadow
How
figure.
old the house was, like?
No, that's the point as well. The house wasn't that old, but that don't really mean anything, because it could be built on grounds that still have a residual energy. But the point is I make about that in that same house, later when I was a student, I was living completely somewhere different, and I saw them faceless monks again, but this time they weren't shades of grey. So I don't think it was the house. And plus my grandmother was like a spiritualist. I could tell a few stories about her as well. She was very reclusive, and I probably inherited that from her. But I don't like to talk about it. It just sounds like a gobbledygook, you know.
It's fascinating to me. Yeah.
It's fascinating and creepy for me, like chilling.
I'll give you an example about my grandmother. When my grandmother, she came to visit you, it was like a royal visit, because she never left the house. You couldn't trust her to go shopping for groceries. She would come back with antiques. She's just a very eccentric woman. But one time she came to see my mother, and my mother has nothing to do. I've never known anyone in my family to go to a church or anything like that. My mother has nothing to do with this stuff. But my grandmother came to see my mother, and she said, I have a message for you from your father. Now, I'm not going to believe that the black and white logical conclusion to this. I think the truth is not known. But she came to see my mother, and she said, I've got a message for you. And my mother said, normal. I don't want to hear. But she said, no, I know. It was from her father. She said, but he told me to tell you there's something on his right hand that shouldn't be there. And that shocked my mother. Her father was a tailor. And he was left-handed, apparently, I think. And but he couldn't wear the wedding ring on his left hand, so he used to wear it on his right hand. Now, there's no way my grandmother would have ever have known that. My mother was not saying what she would have spoken about, but that shocked her. But my grandmother was into kind of thing, and they say it goes from. I've heard that it goes from grandmother to grandson to granddaughter to grandson. So I was her grandson, so maybe that's why I'm sensitive about things, but not in the same way that she saw things. She could have a conversation with one of your ancestors and sit there talking to them and tell you everything about them. If I didn't know her, I wouldn't. But if someone told me that, I wouldn't believe it. But it's like everything. Life is the experience of what you learn. I mean, I say I saw a UFO, I say I've seen ghosts, I've seen loads of shit, but I don't expect any of you to believe me. But I have no reason, even I'm full of bullshit, and I just need the attention, man. Or some shit happened.
My wife has made me aware that there's much more than meets the eye. So I don't think you're bullshitting this. My wife's told me she's like, I work in an old building that's 100 years old or more. She's told me that she's come in here and in an office, and just a guy who wasn't there actually just came down and started talking to her, what her blue Gatorade was, because he was from another generation. But stuff like that. She was aware that the old what's it called? Well, this old train station is burned down. Because when you would go by, she could hear the people screaming.
Yeah.
It's almost like an extra field of vision, just beyond sight. She could see it burning. And so I'm like, well, okay. And I'd never heard of that, but we went up to a monument that's there out in front, told the whole story.
Hmm.
Life's a mystery, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
but I'll tell you one. I'll tell you one mind-blowing thing, though. I mean, when I was younger, I did a bit of studying about theology. I had a Bible as a christening present, so I figured I've heard what the religions say about it, and being Church of England, they don't really talk about it. which is probably a good thing, as opposed to being a Catholic where you're, I don't know, every Catholic I've met has some sort of fuck up. Pardon me if any of you are Catholics, but...
Fable, did you just lose connection?
Yeah, you have to re-invite me.
Oh, okay. I just saw you disappear on my horse.
But one thing, like when the Jews predicted the Messiah would come, they thought he was going to destroy the Romans. Now we have the modern thing about Armageddon. But there's an interesting scripture in the Bible, which is mind-blowing, and I think it's in Ephesians, and it says, according to the eternal purpose. People say God has a plan. He doesn't have a plan. He has a purpose. He says, according to the eternal purpose. So this peace on earth, this paradise on earth, this may be millions or trillions of years down the road. This Biden thing, this Democrat thing, the Nazi thing, whatever, the Babylonian, the Assyrians, this could go on forever before mankind works it out. The eternal purpose that he formed. I think that's mind-blowing. And also about Buddhism, about reincarnation is kind of interesting as well. But again, we look at things in black and white and logic. I think it's something beyond that. Because if you think about it, Christ was reincarnated, wasn't he? Back to earth in a way. But who knows at the end of the day? But it's interesting about your wife being sensitive about things like that. You know, it's we're all different.
Oh yeah, I might as well mention that because you said it. My wife does lean towards the Christian side.
That's probably by circumstance of birth rather than choice, though, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I think she learned to pray from her grandma, but she never went to church. But her grandma had the same spiritual gift or curse that she has.
Yeah, gift or curse.
Hear and see folk that have passed away and aren't quite exactly really there.
I 100% agree with your description, gift or curse. I 100% agree with that.
Hey, can you send a message to get Uncle's Deadly into the voice party, Fable?
Yeah, hold on. You're gonna have to send me that invite again because I wasn't in free roam.
Okay.
Just give it a moment.
For the Winyan bison. That's when I got kicked over.
Hey,
the same place I got
what's her name? Fable, right? Pyramid Fable, yeah. Do you when you was listening to everyone talking before and that, would you consider that as a heavy conversation?
Heavy? More like medium.
Medium, well done.
Yes.
Captured. I want those turquoise guns you got.
So what would be a heavy... I agree with you. I think it's just talking. It's just...
I mean, talking about only Christianity and no other religion. Not being open-minded and being ignorant to everything else. One thing I really liked when I was in college was comparative religions. I really enjoyed learning about that. You know, because then it made me open up and didn't make me ignorant to all religions. I could have friends that were Muslims and I could listen to them. Even though, you know, like when you had your Mormon friends and the Mormons always said, well, the Mormon religion is the only religion that matters. Okay, and then the Jewish religion is the only religion that matters. And then the Christians and the 50 different sects of Christianity.
Yeah.
That's the only religion that matters, you know. The reality is, as far as I'm concerned, no religion matters. We're all the same.
There he is.
We're all the same, and it all depends on how fanatic you are, how fanatical you are. That's what changes. That's what changes everybody, is how fanatical you get. How much you believe in one source and only one source, and you don't open your mind to be able to allow it to have many sources. Fanatical thinking is... Somebody just hit something. Oh, that was a Lucati. What's one Lucati plus two Lucati?
I'm not sure. Lucati squared.
It's Lucati squared. Look at that! Look at this little patch right here, just right here.
One Lucati to the power of two, right?
I am hiding in it's like hollyhock or something right here.
I want into that shit. Lavender?
And down goes Fraser. I'm waiting for. It's so beautiful right here. Did you get him?
Yeah,
Nice.
I got him.
Look how beautiful it is, just right in this area. See, if I could figure out a way to move my camp just right here, with the snowy mountains out there. Holy Jesus!
I keep getting my jeans dirty.
Damn it! What is that up there? Is that part of the mountain? Oh, that is part of the mountain. It's a big rock sitting on the top of that mountain up there. It looks. I thought it was like billowy clouds. Oh God! Jack Sparrow. Why haven't you made a Jack Sparrow yet? There you go.
They don't have any good Jack Sparrow stuff in this game.
Are you serious? That's lame. Because Jack Sparrow pirates are what, in the 1700s, the mid to late 1700s. Those types of pirates, right?
Yeah.
Can you at least find some water? Find some water so I can get this blood off of me. How is my hat not falling off? My arms are all wonky. Oh, there you go. There's some water. No, that's just a pathway. Oh, it's a free back scratching. This is actually... I like this view from down here.
The meadows.
Yeah, cruising through the meadows, dude. This is dope, isn't it? Oh, there you go. There's water. Oh, keep going in the water. Keep staying in the water. Almost got all the blood off me. Oh, that's gravel. Oh, you let go. Damn it. I'm surprised the legendary animals haven't respawned. She hit the fence.
Yeah.
No tarot card on the windmill. See if there's any collectibles.
I haven't heard uncles.
Mr. Chimp,
Yes, sir.
Do you think, do you see the veins in your legs, or they look varicose, or is there, swelling there?
No, my legs are like almost a solid white. Almost a solid white. Other than they're covered in tattoos, so.
But you don't notice nothing weird about the veins?
No, I can't see any veins. I don't see any veins in my arms or anywhere in my body. I think I have too much layer of fat everywhere to see. Hey, Uncle's Deadly. I don't think he's in the voice party, is he?
He is, but we just haven't heard him. Uncle, is your mic on? Sorry.
Yo, hello. Can anyone hear me?
Is your voice allowed to be shared, Deadly?
Yeah. Pretty sure it is. I haven't changed my settings, but how you doing, man?
Good, bro. Just getting dragged through the water. Hey, clean all that shit off of me.
Sorry, Pecker. Continue?
No, I've just noticed, like in the summer, I watch people's legs as they walk by at the farmer's market, wondering if, like when you see their veins and see what looks like bruises and stuff, if that's from vaccination.
Oh, no, I don't have anything like that. I never had it. As far as vaccination's concerned, I don't believe. I mean, I got sick from the second Moderna shot and the first booster shot. Both put me in the hospital because I had bad reactions from them. But as far as after effects from it, I don't believe I've gotten any other after effects. I'm already got just about every disease known to mankind, so it's kind of hard, for the vaccines to have messed me up. Plus, I haven't had them in years now, So it's very rare that, you know, anything would be affecting me right now anymore. Season 3 cooked seasoned flaky fish. I don't even know if I have any flaky fish. Let's see. Flaky fish. Where'd that be over here? Flaky fish. Oh, wait. Oh, that's a cooked flaky fish. Son of a whore. Flaky fish. Gritty. I got gritty fish. I only have one flaky fish. I need to catch some more. This is a little tiny river, so I'm pretty sure we can't catch anything in just this little stream, right?
It's a cute river.
Yeah, let's see if
baby river.
Let's see if we can catch some pickerel just in this little baby river.
It's a sexy river.
Were you gonna put your camp out here?
I can.
It'll be all right.
I don't think there's any fish in this water, but nope, it just immediately reeled right in. Let's see if over here maybe. Up the little tiny waterfall. See if there's anything in here. I think it's only, I think it's just a little stream. Nope, it doesn't even say I'm too far from the water's edge. Oh my God, that didn't even let me reel it out. Are you trying to sniff my ass? I sat in flowers that you dragged me through.
It smells of assberries.
Assberry syndrome.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I caught a fish in this little stream. What did I catch? What did I just freaking catch?
An ass fish.
Oh, look at that. I caught an ass fish. I caught a perch, and that's exactly what I want. It's got flaky meat. I need 3 more of these. All right, let's go with some more bread bait. Who knew you could catch something in this little itty bitty stream here?
Little creek.
Little creek. Right? I mean.
Little creek and big valley. Yeah, I think this place might symbolize where I live. You know, the Salt Lake Valley.
Right. I don't know why my camera always rotates when I catch a fish. I'll keep that perch and try to get another one here. 13-ounce perch. Equip the bread bait. I mean, if we had some more viewers on the stream, then we could ask them for their opinions, but unfortunately, it's Friday and we don't really have the viewership that we do during the week, which makes no sense to me. I can't figure out. Are we ever going to see Chief Redcorn, or is he gone, Deadly?
He's gone.
Never going to come back, huh?
Yeah, he stopped playing games now.
Oh, he stopped playing all games completely?
Yeah.
That is... Why? What changed?
He's been, what's it called? I think, well, he just disappeared now.
Completely disappeared, yeah.
Yeah. Same goes for, what's his name, the doctor. You remember him, right?
Yeah, briefly. Did you just disappear again?
Yeah,
oh, no, there you are.
No
okay. He's completely gone as well.
Yeah, he went to jail.
What? What did he do?
Yeah, 9 months. Just over something that's not true. That he got dealt with, I think, over a car ticket or some shit like that, something like that.
What the hell?
Yeah. That's stupid.
Rock bass is flaky meat as well, so that's good. Let's try to catch one more rock bass or perch. And then we should have enough.
For teenagers a long time ago. That shit followed me around for like...
Oh, did you get in trouble for, what's that, a misdemeanor, or what is it?
Yeah, I think it was back when I was a hobo, so I wasn't really aware of it, and it... Like I was in court for something else when it was brought up.
So as far as your hobo-ness, because I mean, I was homeless, but I can't classify myself as a hobo. Did you have that long pole over your shoulder with the little bag? Like they have in the cartoons?
It had like a shitty backpack, but yeah.
So why wouldn't you just call that homeless?
Homeless?
Or did you have a home? So you had a home then?
Various and random temporary homes. That's how it works when you're a hobo.
Did you travel the country using the railway and do dumpster diving?
Actually,
yeah.
Actually, a year or two later, I got a van and traveled west. So we went to first we went down to Arizona. That was one trip. That was the good trip.
Hang on. Here, Sam. Kid, hang on. There you go, bud.
Saw the true character of the stars at that time. Even many shrooms, it looks more like waterfalls and swans. And
at what point did you become jaded and tied into the COVID conspiracy?
When people started dropping dead from it.
And where have people been dropping? I mean, people have been dropping dead from COVID, but not from
actually, although statistics aren't true, they say the statistic might be that 7 times as many people are dying from the shot than from the disease.
And you know people that have died from this thing?
There's one person, but it can't be like confirmed that the shot did it. But she didn't have feet, and she would be in and out of the hospital with like sepsis from her. You know, she first lost her feet from like a bowel disease that made her just constantly shit until so bad she ended up amputating her feet. This is just before I met her. But she was one of my friends downtown, okay? And then later on, I wasn't a hobo. I was actually in farmer's market. She'd come and help me at the market, you know. I'd sit there and help sell stuff, I guess. And I'd give her food. Well, I told her I didn't think she should get the shot. And I just straight up told her I think she'll die if she does. Well, she was dead about maybe less than a year later. But see, she had so many pre-existing problems, I can't just narrow it all down to the shot. But I did see that she was sicker, you know, after the shot, and would be in the hospital and be in worse condition. I saw her. I'd stop by there to give her food, and I mean, it stunk. Her eyes were like turning like black circles around her eyes. All this shit. She was definitely worse off after the shots. You know.
That's so odd. And why do you think they'd give these shots to people? You think it was a form of genocide?
Yes, yeah. Well, not genocide. That's targeted to one race. I mean, a so-called race of people or ethnicity. But no, this is. I don't want to say population control. I want to say population management. Corporate population management is what I'd like to call it. And it's also part of a larger agenda that has to do with economic crashing. You know, once the economy crashes, like many may expect it to, how can we feed everybody?
And where are you getting your information from?
Various sources. I used to listen to different, like, you know, truth news and such, but I don't even do that anymore. In fact, what's happened is my wife has become more interested in stuff. I go home and she's telling me this shit, you know.
You say it as shit.
Is
it shit?
What shit?
You said it was shit. My wife listens to that shit.
Oh, that's just the word. Yeah, you know, my wife keeps me posted on. Yeah, I guess I mean.
She's not getting it from Reader's Digest, I take it.
Nah. No, but for her, it's more of like a kind of an online social circle, I think.
You don't think that by any chance any of that can be bullshit?
Skeptics.
Do you think any of that's bullshit?
Actually, when I first heard about COVID, my first thought was, I'm not afraid of COVID. I'm afraid of the vaccine they're going to push.
But there's been plenty of pandemics for the last 200 years.
Like I said, I used to keep track of, you know, alternative news, and that which goes counter to it. And that was one of the things that was talked about. And I also, like I say, vaccines in general, I don't believe in them.
Okay.
About vaccines. what I think about disease is this, okay? Like flus and colds, I think there's the wild strains, and we're stuck with that no matter if you get shots or not. What I really think is every shot people get is like spreading a whole other species of flu, just on top of the wild flu, you know? Because they never match the species right, and the vaccines do shed viruses that spread to others. So I think when it comes to vaccines, it's everything except like tetanus. Like everything else is just a complete lie, and it shortens everybody's life. I think every time you get an injection, I think you shorten your life and you live a more sickly life. That's my opinion.
Interesting. Ducati?
Yeah.
You know,
What do you think about that?
Just that one lady either. You know, it's like I watch my parents' health going to fuck. You know, like my parents got the shots. You know, then next thing my dad's like getting some kind of cancer in his legs. That
you think that's from the shot?
They just cut it off. But well, here's what they say about COVID-19 shot. Okay, they're saying that it the shot, so it's not like the flu shot. It affects your mRNA. That's like DNA. Okay, and you're stuck with that. Like the effect it has on your mRNA, you're stuck with. So that's where the spike proteins come from. Your body reacts to this change. That's a permanent change by basically permanently creating what they call spike proteins. And spike proteins is just something your body creates, but they happen to be sharp. They're little tiny, like whatever protein bodies that have spiky edges, razor sharp edges. One of the things my wife showed me was a guy, a video from Austria. He was a doctor talking about spike proteins and what they're doing to people. Said they're going all through all their veins and their heart and everything, their blades, and that's what leads to the blood clots, the long snake-like blood clots. Because if you had razor blades going through your veins, like tiny razor blades, that over time, blood clots result from that. Also, the myocarditis that keeps killing athletes. All these many different athletes that have been dropping dead on the field once their heart gets going real fast. You know, I mean, look that up. That's really the fuck, dude.
Wait, that's all from the pandemic?
The vaccines.
The vaccines have killed how many star athletes have died?
I don't have that number, but I've seen like basically
Let's
they delete these videos. Like, these videos and shit that people put up, you know, they get deleted. They're censored. But I've seen compilation videos of just athlete after athlete, like soccer, basketball, football, just falling down dead in their prime, in the prime of their career.
I must be watching the wrong internet stores. I have not seen a thing.
Fucking dead. Well,
this isn't going to be in the
censor
mainstream.
this shit, dude. These videos.
I tell you what, Mike, I don't know what the flu jabs are like over there, but in England, like a lot of people get the flu jabs when there's change in the weather. But in my experience, they're the only people that catch flu.
Yeah. Okay. You're right, man. I'll tell you another thing. What's happened to me over and over again is if I ask somebody, usually my wife asks them. Actually, I don't initiate the conversations much, but if we ask somebody if they got the COVID-19 shot, and they say yeah, and then the next thing they say is yeah, and I also got COVID anyway. And here's what I tell them:
Yeah.
I did not get the COVID shot. Neither did I get COVID, not that I know of. Because if I got it, I had no symptoms. It just didn't affect me. And
I just typed that in.
I face down in fucking toilets every single day, and no COVID that I know of.
But you don't get it from a toilet seat, my bro.
If it's an airborne virus, everybody gets it.
Not necessarily. Not everyone. You may have a genetic mutation stopping you from getting it. Fact check: are athletes dying from COVID-19 vaccines?
My parents got the vaccines, and then they got COVID. So I mean, it's everyone I talk to. If they say they got the vaccines, they say, yeah, no, I got COVID anyway. I mean, you know, I just.
Why haven't you run for government? You should run for government, bro.
Well, if I'm right about this stuff and I try to change it, they'll probably kill me. That's why.
Yeah.
But
Bye-bye.
the doctor from Austria that I told you about, the doctor from Austria I told you about, my wife told me this, so I don't know for sure, right? But she told me he was dead like hours after releasing that video.
That was like the
This is just what
scientist.
I'm told, but
That similar thing happened to the scientist in the UK with regards to weapons of mass destruction and George Bush. He was found in the woods, committed suicide.
right. Oh,
Yeah.
talk about chemtrails. I remember hearing about a guy who opposed the chemtrail projects, which most people say won't exist. I don't know. But yeah. Then he committed suicide. Only when he did it, he shot himself twice in the chest with a shotgun, and that's called suicide. Same thing over there. If it's something they really don't want you to,
Yeah.
I mean, they'll stop killing us over this after a while when it's all coming out anyway. But when it's fresh, yeah, they're killing people who open their mouth.
Yeah.
If they have influence. I don't consider myself
maybe when it comes out about the elections, they'll stop impeaching Donald Trump as well.
Oh yeah, stop impeaching him and just shoot him instead.
Well, I was just thinking when it all becomes open, say, yeah, we did corrupt it, but it was years ago. We've changed now.
Yeah, there you go.
We're honest now.
Are you a devoted fan to QAnon?
Like, I believe so solidly that the COVID-19 shot is deadly that if they tried to give it to my parents, my kids, I'd fight to the death. That's how much I think the COVID-19 shot is bad. I would see it as someone trying to kill my kids. Okay?
Wow.
Yeah.
And yet I'm still here, and I'm immune compromised, but I'm still here.
You tell me you're throwing up and shit all the time, man.
Yeah.
But that was way before the COVID and the COVID vaccine, bro.
Well, I don't know. I'm not like.
Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe I've lived in a dreamlike state all the way up until I got COVID. That's possible.
Actually, I heard from other people this didn't start till after COVID. This extreme nausea and like this vertigo.
Yeah, but I
these games.
I didn't get it from COVID vaccines though. I got it after I got COVID. I think it came from like getting COVID, but all my doctors all tell me that nothing like this. It's a lung something that happens in your lungs. It shouldn't have affected your brain. But I got this horrible motion sickness now that I didn't have before. But it was before I even got the vaccines, though.
Well, my wife keeps up on this. So when I told her that, she said that you might be getting blood clots behind your eyes. And you got to be careful if you get up and run or something or get too excited. Like say there's an earthquake, right? And it fucking hits your
if
heart,
I can get up and run, bro, you'll be the first to know.
Okay, I mean, exert yourself. Get your heart going too fast. That could cause blood clots to jettison into your brain and kill you. That's what she thinks.
And that's wouldn't that be considered a stroke?
Yeah. So I don't know if you're getting blood clots. I'm not really sure how to check that, but like I told you, digestive enzymes. Like if it were me, I'd be eating digestive enzymes at least 3 times a day on an empty stomach. An empty stomach makes them get into your bloodstream and start eating away at blood clots. Yeah, you want like the best quality digestive enzymes you could get your hands on. And it's healthy for you anyway. Digestive enzymes eat all kinds of crud. Can help prolong your life in other ways. Maybe. Supposedly they can even help prevent cancer, like how there's enzymes in tomatoes. They say help prevent prostate cancer. Yeah, because a lot of cancers are caused by
Hey,
viruses.
you want me to blow your mind right now, bro?
Yeah.
I was born without a prostate gland.
Shit me?
No, dead truth. I was born without a prostate gland. Figure that one out.
I can't. Can you get hard?
No. I'm paralyzed, so I mean, no, I can't.
I didn't know all the.
But yeah, weird, right? I am part alien. I am part lizard people. I just can't grow things back yet. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
I don't have that emote, Fable. Where did you get that emote?
I don't remember. It's like, feels like 4 years ago.
Well, I keep this prospector jig on because you can walk while doing it. I think that's really cool.
Whoa, look at it. It just suddenly got bright. I wonder what happened. Must have been a cloud passing by the moon, right? That was weird. It got super dark all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden it got bright again. That must have been that cloud going past the moon. I got a campfire here, folks. Oh, I see something over there to our left. Let's take a look at that. What is that right there? It is a bounty target. Free bounty target. Forever wants it. Get your $2.60. Let's see, as far as daily challenges. Now, let's see, bounty hunter. 2 bounties brought in from West Elizabeth. Bounty hunt completed with 5 minutes or more left. 3 bounty targets looted. Nothing too worth it. Resupply missions completed. Collector, 3 tarot cards, 5 bird eggs. American wildflowers. Moonshine story mission completed. Drank. Own average. Well, so which is it, Lacutti? Drank or drunk?
I think Lacutti left.
Lacutti left?
Yeah, like in the middle, out of the blue,
Did he get disconnected?
I don't know. Both the game and the party.
What? Right. There's no Lacutti on here?
What does it say?
He's not here. He's gone.
There's just 4 of us?
No, there's players. RealTalkChimp, Zen Naga, Peckerwood, Uncle's Deadly, and Periodic Fable.
Okay, yeah, Lacutti's gone.
Damn it! I didn't even hear him say anything. What about Ladislav? Is he?
He's in God of War. Ladislav, are you still there?
Was he in the voice party?
No, he's just in the chat.
What about, you said the guy from Greece? Was he going to join us?
Yeah, I sent him 2 messages. He said he'll be able to see it whenever we send a message in the group, even when it looks like he's offline. But he didn't say anything yet.
I don't see him as being online. It's grayed out. So who else we got? Running Blind? Nope.
He said he'll get on his phone.
Redbeard ain't going to join us. Michael Knight is, I don't know what he's doing. Surprised he hasn't joined the voice party. What about Lost Boy? Lost Boy's not on site, Pecker?
No, I think he was on when I got on, but he never joined me.
What about Dredgen's not showing up online either? What about Chunky Monkey? See if I can invite Chunky Monkey to the session. Chunky Monkey, he's a chunky monkey.
I think he wants to stay away from the online, but maybe if he knows where to find it.
Yeah, that's true.
Bounty's running right towards you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we were talking to Lacutti and then gone. I wonder if he got disconnected due to weather or something. But,
or super sleepy. Who knows?
Or super sleepy. But it's a Friday night. Oh, well, you've been drinking, remember? What did I have this thing on here? It was, oh, no. I see a body behind us. There's a body behind us. Where's that body I just saw? Is it over here? Ooh, wild mint. I need wild mint. Need wild mint. Zen, are you still here?
Zen.
We lose the Zen?
Let me see. No, he's still here.
We don't know if we're gonna get a mole, right?
Don't know yet.
Probably not. Yeah. Because I mean, it already. I guess Rockstar never changed adjusted to daylight savings, so it's now dailies are now changing. Instead of 11 Pacific time, they're changing at 10 Pacific time. They never changed their dailies, so let's get a horse. I'm gonna get a horse.
Because they know what I know.
What you know is
daylight
what
savings. Daylight savings is stupid.
is a fucking joke.
Oh.
Help deliver the target where? Doesn't say. Wait, here's a body right here. There's a body right here. I can't tell if it's already been looted though. Nope, has not been looted yet.
Look at that. Mutton chops.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of hat he's got, if it's different than the hat that I have. Let me drop his hat and see. Maybe it's just a regular cowboy hat. Whoa! That was crazy slow motion. Let's take a look at this hat here. Kind of looks the same, really. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same. It's not the hat that I'm looking for, though. Let's see what these riders that just passed us, see what kind of hats they got. What was this guy got? What do you got? You get just a regular hat? Oh, God. Yep, you got just a regular hat.
Get the hell away from me.
I'm sorry, what's that, sir?
What?
I'm gonna ride right alongside you, sir.
Quit crowding up on me, won't you?
Can't chat with Uncle's Deadly due to a network error. We're gonna follow this guy and see where he goes.
Okay.
His horse sure has some waggle to it. Wow, we did not get daytime. We got like maybe what, 10 minutes of daytime?
Possibly, yeah. It's just constantly dark.
Sir, I'm going your direction. I'm not following you. I'm just going your direction as well. I want to see what happens to you if you disappear or what. Before I turn your head into a canoe. According to White Earp. Oh, Deadly.
Let me see. Yeah, he's not. It's just Yumi and Zen now.
Wait, we lost Pecker?
In the game, but Pecker's still in the party, right? Pecker. Oh shit.
We lost a Pecker too?
Yes. Let me see. Let me see the party. Yeah, Pecker's still in the party.
Yeah, because didn't Pecker? Oh, wait, he had the bounty though. He had the bounty, didn't he? He got disconnected?
I think so.
What is that name that just joined us right now? On the stream? Read the stream? I can't read the name. Fable?
Hold on, let me see.
Yeah,
let me see. Aggressive X.
I love.
Quit crowding up on me, won't you?
Sir, I'm not trying to crowd up on you. You're crowding up on us. I'm leaving you alone.
There's a few people, friends
there you
online. I'll send them an invite, right?
Oh, okay, sure.
What the hell's wrong with you?
There's that Dev Gunny. He was with us before.
That's right. Just walk away, you coward.
I've changed games.
Oh, okay. No worries.
Oh, okay.
You had the bounty and then you disappeared, so I was just curious. Where do you think this guy's gonna go? Do you think he has a house to go to?
We'll find out. We'll find out how in depth.
Yeah, because I thought he was gonna turn around and start going the other way there for a minute. I'm trying not to crowd him like he said. So if I give him a little bit of distance, something on our right, rattlesnake maybe. Oh, don't want to ride up on him. See where he ends up going, you know. My name is Fok, F-O-K. Fok? I like that name. It sounds like some type of interesting meal. I'm going to go cook Fok up in the wok. I'm going to cook Fok wok. Fok wok dong. Kok Fok wok dong lo. No? Fable, give me some names for some interesting meals that you've eaten.
Zen, cow pot boo. Wait, I'm trying to remember how to say fried rice with crab.
Yeah, that's right. Cow pot.
Cow pot boo. Yeah.
Boo? Is it boo?
It's close. Cow pot boo.
Gom? Not gom or something like that. I don't know. I don't eat seafood, so I don't know.
Gom. Gom is shrimp.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
There you go. So there. And
what is that? That's shrimp and what else?
No, the first one I said was fried rice with crab.
That sounds tasty. So food that's from Thailand, food that's from China, food that's from Japan, food that's from America. Everything it depends on what type of spices are added, right? How they add their different spices. That what makes it different, or is it a different way they cook it and prepare it?
Just different things. Just different. Like in China, for example, the food it's the same as you get a Chinese takeaway or a Chinese restaurant in the UK, except in China it's very oily. They use a lot of oil.
So would you say the food at a Chinese restaurant in America is different than the food in a Chinese restaurant in China?
I don't know about America, but certainly in the UK.
It's different. Oh, I haven't never been to the UK. But.
We just don't saturate it in oil. But they use a lot of oil in China. It's basically the same, but they use a lot more oil. A guy I know from an Indian guy, he told me that the Indian food from the UK is more delicious than the Indian food actually in India. I guess that something to do with the British Empire, I guess.
When did you move to Thailand?
Well, I've lived in various parts of Asia. So the first time I came out here was, I don't know, more than 20 years ago. Was this in regards to like the military, or what led you out there? No, I'm not nothing to do with the military. I broke that chain with my family. No, to be honest, what brought me out here? I was in corporate life before, and I don't know. I just thought there's more to life than this. I came out here on a holiday because some friends had been out here, and they talked about it. So I just came out on a holiday, and I went up to a place called Chiang Mai. And,
that's where I'm from, yeah.
Really? Oh. Mm-hmm. I went up to a place from Chiang Mai, and I just just rented out a motorcycle.
Quit crowding up on me, won't
you was talking the other day when I came online about dreams.
Yes.
While I was in Chiang Mai, I had a couple of dreams that sort of came true, and plus also I started to have a lot of I guess you could call them supernatural experiences. I think I mentioned last time was I went to this temple. It was in the middle of nowhere. They're called villages, mubangs in Thailand. And this village literally was barely any houses, and had this old wat, which is the Thai thing for a temple. It has this old temple, and It's kind of strange because as you walk to the temple, there were some steps going up, and there was like a couple of, I don't know if they were panthers or whatever they were, a couple of hand-carved, ginormous stone statues, and there was some Chinese writing on them, which may have been Singaporean because it said in English from Singapore. So some guy from Singapore had these made and sent to this temple. And as I walked up, which is kind of surreal, but I mean,
That's right.
they are slightly surreal, these temples, when you get out in the wilds. And as you walked up the steps, there was this little building on the right, and it had this big stone in it, and the Thai people cover everything with gold leaf, and it's the shape of an egg. And then I went into the temple. I was with some chick from the UK, actually. We were travelling together. And when I was in this temple, this monk, and she was a really hot-looking chick, very short shorts and things like that. But this monk came into the temple behind us, and what impressed me most was, you know, to him, she didn't exist. He was, you know, you meet
ascended.
well, I've met monks in Thailand who, what I would consider are the 1%, you know. But anyway. When I was leaving, I walked down these steps, was about to get on my motorcycle, and in Thailand, the monks often do this thing. It's like a bunch of sticks or something. They put it in water to give you a blessing. They put it over your head.
Yes, yes.
But he didn't do that. What he did, he came and put it over the motorcycle handlebars. And we drove away. I actually laughed about it. I said, well, it's nice that the motorcycle... It was only a rented motorcycle. I said, nice, the motorcycle got a blessing. It would have been nice to have one, but never mind. The next day... there's a when you go to Chiang Mai, as you know, Fable, there's a famous temple there called Doi Suthep.
Yeah.
And in the ancient times, any king or any dignitary that was visiting Chiang Mai would go to Doi Suthep. And I've been there a couple of times, and I decided this day to go past Doi Suthep and just see where the road took me, as I often did, just see where the road takes me. And I went higher and higher in these sort of mountains, and eventually I was on quite a thin road. It was tarmacked, and I have a lot of experience about driving motorcycles in the sun when the weather's. I'm a fair weather driver for sure. I just have a motorcycle in the garage for driving when it's nice. And I was driving up this on this road. And for no reason and the trees, like the tops of the trees, were level with the road, and that's how high we were going. And for no reason whatsoever, suddenly my motorcycle just gave out from underneath me. Now I fell off and hit the road, and my friend, she still had she was still straddled to the motorcycle as it slid across the road. And so I jumped up automatically, went to her aid first of all, pulled her up the motorcycle, and Champ, I think you said you used to ride motorcycles. You know, when you come off, when your hand touches the road, you're always going to get a graze at least.
Oh yeah.
I mean? But there was nothing. She had nothing. She had not even. And then I looked at myself, inspect myself, and again nothing. No, not a graze, not even a speck of like a little stone or anything. Nothing whatsoever, and that sort of took me back. But to be honest, I had so many experiences there in such a short space of time. I don't want to say it was like a calling, but it's just like something was telling me something. So I sold up everything. Eventually, when I got back to the UK, I just thought, what the hell? I just sold up everything and came out here. I figured I'd last 3 months and go back and start life over again. And as I say, that was over 20 years ago.
Wow. Did you continue to go out with this woman, or she was just an angel that fell from heaven from somewhere?
No, she
was a guardian
like
angel or something like that.
No, she was just some bitch I knew in the UK. You know,
okay.
No, nothing like that. No, nothing like. Hell have no fury like a woman scorned. I experienced that with her, if anything. But no.
That thing with the sticks, Zen. You know, when they're like.
Well, that was the thing. Well, that was the thing. He blessed the motorcycle.
Yeah, they sprinkled water, and that's the blessing. I got so in trouble when I was young because I couldn't stop laughing in the temple with my cousin when they were sprinkling that and they're doing the chants during.
Yeah.
I got so in trouble with my grandma.
Well, actually, just when I was at that temple, just after that, when I left the temple, I drove down the road a bit, and there was there was this it was sort of the mountains in the background, and there was this sort of like a lower land, like a steppe, if you like. And all the houses there, look, to be honest, they look more like they'd be at home in Switzerland than in Thailand. And there was a small restaurant there, and I stopped and had something to eat, khao pak gai. And that's what I lived on, basically, chicken and fried rice.
Chicken fried rice, yeah.
Yeah, I lived on that for quite a few years, actually, when I lived there. But when I went to this, I asked this woman, she could speak English, and I asked her, I said, I went to this unusual temple, it had these great big carvings. And she said, yes, that temple's, I don't know if she used the word famous, but she said it's about the sixth sense. So the monk, you know, I'll tell you another experience if it's interesting. But again, the fact that that monk was living in a temple that had that sort of vibe. When my mother died, my passport was full and I had to go to Bangkok. I was living up in Indochina then. And my passport was full, so I had to go to Bangkok, and it usually takes a few
dear
days
lover.
to get the...
Yeah, go ahead.
It usually takes a few days to sort your passport out. But the guy at the embassy was brilliant, and I just had to stay overnight, pick it up, and the next morning take the bus back to Indochina, in which case I would have going to fly out the next day to see my mother because she was ill in hospital on her deathbed. And on the way back, my wife had got a phone call that my mother had actually died. And I'd just been reading a book by some monk, a famous meditation monk in Thailand, and about going to the temple. I'm not Buddhist or anything like that, but instead of traipsing back and just carrying a coffin, I thought, well, I'll go to the temple and do that for 3 days. On the first night I went to, and when I say a temple, I use that phrase very loosely. My wife's father is the police. It's a place that's out in the middle of nowhere where their main office is, and there's this little temple. I think they went there one time for him, and the guy didn't speak English, I didn't speak Thai. I just sat there and watched them do their Buddhist thing, you know. I didn't really get involved in it. But when my mother died, I thought that would be the perfect place, because being a Farang or a foreigner, I didn't want to go anywhere where I attract attention. And again, it was a very little village. So I went and stayed there for, I think, 3 days or 3 nights, might be more, I can't remember. But the first night I was there, it's quite a strange story. The first night I went there, they have these little wooden things built on stilts, and there wasn't a temple there as such. It was just this old wooden thing. But I went and stayed in this other little building, and it was like it had 2 doors in it, going into the same room, and the whole room was probably only about 20 feet long, if that. And of course, about 6:30 in the night, it gets dark. It's black. And I thought, well, I suppose I better go to bed then. So I got my little mosquito net out and got into the bed. And in the room, it had like a divider in the middle. I don't know, it had some monk's clothes or whatever it had something in storage. On the other side of that, in the same room, just feet away from me, were all these little Buddhas, statues, and so on and so forth. Suddenly, it's like someone had come into the room, was angry, and was throwing everything about. I've never been so scared as I was then.
Like poltergeist?
I'm sitting in my mosquito net for protection. It's really stupid. And literally, it's so dark there, it was so remote, I literally couldn't really see the hand in front of my face. And all this violent throwing things around was going on, smashing and smashing and smashing. So I got up and I fumbled my way towards where the door was, and opened the door and went outside. And as I went outside, I saw this monk coming towards me, and it was like an ether glow about him. And he came over and bought me some water. I didn't want to drink his water. I didn't want to be a burden upon him. I went totally independent. But he brought me over some water. He didn't speak English. I didn't speak Thai. The next day, my wife came to visit me. And I told her what happened. And we were sitting with the monk, and the monk said, yes, he knew. But the interesting thing was when I went in, when I put the light on before I went back to sleep, I managed to find the light switch. But there was nothing knocked over. There was nothing. It sounded like everything was being thrown around everywhere, just in this wooden place, just feet from me, and everything was intact. But he told me a story about this spirit that lived at this temple. That the people in the little village nearby, they wanted to build a proper temple there for him. And this is one of those rare 1% or 0.1% monks that really didn't care about that stuff. He was there for whatever his trip was in becoming a monk. And when they started building it, one time one of the families who lived nearest to the temple got followed home by this spirit, and the same thing happened in their house. And I didn't know, but my wife told me that when he came to see me, he did something, some Buddhist thing, some monk thing, that said to the spirit, it's okay, he's here, he's mourning his mother, blah, 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 blah. And after that, it was totally peaceful, just that first night. But there you go. Life is, that's my life. How are you?
That was pretty frightening.
It was petrifying. And the worst thing is, I'm sitting inside this mosquito net thing like a little tent for camping, like a one-man tent, but it's a mosquito net. It was pink as well. But I was sitting inside that for protection. No, looking back, I can laugh about it.
You don't get chills from it when you think about it?
No, not really. I've like I said to you before, I've experienced so many things that people wouldn't believe. If I told you half the things, I'm sure you think, "Oh, this guy's fucking crazy." But,
no, that's.
I mean, remember, barely 2 years of age. I don't even remember how old I was. Not old enough to walk and run to my mother's room. But I had these faceless monks around the bed, and they appeared when I was about 21, 22 years of age later. So I experienced so many things. It's just another day in paradise for me, to be honest.
You ever been to like a psychic or anything like that?
Why?
I don't know. Have you? I'm asking you. Have you been to?
I went to a. To be honest, I wouldn't trust them. I'm such a skeptic. It sounds really.
But have you ever been to one?
Nah.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to. Well, I remember kind of, yeah. One time I was going out with a Jewish lady, and she wanted to go to see this psychic. Apparently, it was the same psychic that used to do Princess Diana. Wow. Oh, actually, I can tell you another experience about a psychic in Chiang Mai, actually. But she was the one, and she obviously didn't tell Diana what was going to happen to her, so I didn't really. Nah. She also said we'd end up getting married, and we did. So, to be honest, I don't. I think people believe they have a gift, and maybe sometimes they roll the dice and they're lucky, they're right. When I first came to Thailand, I was taken to this guy in Chiang Mai who was a psychic. That's quite a long story, actually. I won't get into that now. But he knew everything about me. He knew everything about me. Everything about me. So he was... And the thing is, as well, he was very effeminate. I don't know if he was a lady boy, but he was very effeminate. And he was very young. But
he might have been.
But he had the gift. He definitely had, if you call it, like someone said earlier, the gift or the curse. He definitely had that. And there's a long story, and maybe I'll go into it another time, about this temple. He was going to go to Chiang Rai for me. And one day I went to Chiang Rai. And again, that was surreal in itself. But yeah, it was like Chiang Rai was like the end of a journey for me. It was, but like I say, it's another story.
All right, well, we'll keep that for next Friday, and we'll broadcast next Saturday for you, right? Trying to catch some more chain pickerel, but it doesn't seem to be working. I caught 3, I think, out of it. So we'll keep it for next Friday. I heard another voice in our voice party, a real faint voice. Who was that?
A real faint voice?
Yeah, there's somebody else in here.
I'm still here.
Becker, you're still in here?
Yeah.
Oh, you turned your mic down super low, so I didn't know if somebody else had joined us. So, but let me see what time it is. Yeah, we've reached the witching hour here, and in case we get more ghosties to show up, we have more ammunition for the next time we stream live, and whether it be Red Dead or some other completely different game. But tonight we've had Periodic Fable in here.
Hello.
We've had Lacutti, who disappeared. Hopefully he's having a nice drunken escapade. But we had Lacutti in here. Didn't have Michael Knight, which is odd. Usually we have Michael Knight in here all the time, but no Michael Knight. But we had Zen Naga here, which is always a treat. And by all means, if you happen to get on Real Talk Chimp, go into the channels and head on over to Zen Naga's website that I just clicked to. You want to read the name of that website off? Has that the music
YouTube.
Tracks? Yeah.
Rephrase 594.
Rephrase 594. Look for that link inside the channel section of Real Talk Chimp. You'll listen to some pretty amazing music on there.
I actually just uploaded another vid today, actually.
And he uploaded a new vid today, folks. So it's 11/11/2022, and it's 11 p.m. Of course, that's Pacific time. So you got a whole bunch of 11s right now with the 22s. That's a whole lot of 2s in there. Very interesting. But this is Real Talk Chimp. Oh, yeah, Peckerwood was here. Uncle's Deadly was here for a moment.
Doctor something or other.
Dr. Lacutti, that's what I was saying earlier. I call him Dr. Lacutti because why not? And me, Real Talk Chimp, a.k.a. Rabbit Chimp. And we've been streaming Red Dead Redemption 2's Red Dead Online. And, yeah. Live on YouTube, Real Talk Chimp. Oh, Zombie was in the voice. Zombie Slayer King. Yes, make sure you visit Zombie Slayer King and like and subscribe to his channel because he is the man. The Whoa Man. And we will catch you maybe Saturday night or maybe back to Monday night. We'll see how things go. And on that note, we will catch you on the flip side. Y'all take care. Have a good weekend.
Take care, champ.
All right.